Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Codex After Dark. My name is Tim. This guy over here on vacation is Sal, the slab guy. Down below is the gentle and loving Ric Flair of comic books, Uncle Gary. Right next to him is the man that will give you a back rub and rub your feet, and we know what that leads to. That would be Dan Kelly art. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have an enormous, and I use that pun intendedly, we have an enormous show for you tonight. We have got the hottest comics of the week. We have got back issues to show you, and for Uncle Gary's showcase tonight, Dan's going to be diving into that because you guys are going to be showing off your haul from Baltimore Comic Con. So, ladies and gentlemen, buckle in because it's going to get bumpy. Before we get started, let's go ahead and get some business out of the way. Take us a couple of minutes so that gives you time to sit back in your easy chair, get some Fritos or Doritos, stale Mountain Dew, and those tweezers to gently turn your comic pages as we show you awesomeness. Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to find us on all the socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station, and that is where we will be. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and we need your help to get us there. That's right, Sal. That close. Help us. We're a little over 20 away from 1,000. We've been killing ourselves for 2 years. Go ahead.
I was going to say, every time a subscriber subscribes, a bell goes off. You know, it's like an angel getting her wings.
That's right. That's when you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the awesomeness that is every day at the Codex Station.
Every time you subscribe, Sal gets a new slab.
That is very true. Very true. At the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite social media platforms and where we live stream every week. Also, don't forget, go ahead and head over to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Excuse me. Get some awesome shirts, some super cool Codex logos there. Get bios on your favorite Codex members and all the goods. Once again, thecodexstation.com, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, all of these guys. Sal, you're on vacation right now, but you're never away from Codex. But when you are, please let people know where they can find you.
Well, you can always find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner and under Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
That voice is so smooth right now. You're being so
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Dan,
I always play it smooth.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's smooth.
That's what she said. Yeah, baby. Go for it.
Dan, when you are not Instagramming, tell people where they can find you on Instagram, please.
Well, everybody out there, you can find me on Instagram.
That's my stick. That's my stick. Come on.
I'm almost at 800 followers.
Ooh.
Go ahead and go give me a follow. Give me some likes. Let me know what you think, baby. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next. You know what I mean?
Give that man a subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, Uncle Gary, the smoothest, the soothest, the ruthlessly delicious. Where can we find you when you are not doing Codex stuff?
Tim, how you doing?
Hey, I don't see no ring on these fingers, baby.
That's right, baby. That's right. And you know what? I want to tell the people that don't know, he didn't get that nickname from comics. He used to work in the morgue. when you take it that way, it's got a whole different connotation. Sal, the slab guy down at the county morgue. Whoa, man.
Sal, you see me after class. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
The Texans are like, how did he die? I don't know. We got to go see the slab guy.
Well, he was a 9.8, but now he's a 6.5. Uncle Gary, please
oh my
let
goodness.
everybody know where they can find you, buddy.
Well,
go ahead.
Let it all out, right? That's why it's After Dark, baby. You know, you can see me on the Comic Character of the Day site that our good buddy Archduke Kevy founded, where I will post the cover of the day. It was Batman Day, so you can bet your sweet booty that there was a great Batman cover posted today. Oh, nice Nightwing. Wait a minute.
Red Hood.
Here we go. Oh, it's
There he
Batman Day.
is.
Jim Aparo Batman too. This is so you can see me there. Also, I am a proud co-owner of Comic Logic, Northern in Loudoun County. We're the only comic book store in Loudoun County, Virginia. Come see me every Wednesday when we get our weekly fix and the doors open. We'll be happy to converse, point comics, and just make new friends. We're good for that. And you can see us on a Facebook Live show. Yeah, we're going to get that weekly fix. We tap them veins, get them to jump, baby. You can also see us on the first Thursday, second Thursday, and third Thursday of every month on our Facebook Live show. The first one is a preview show where we talk about new comics that you can order. Second, third is our Ye Grumpier Olds Nerd show, where myself and two of the other owners, we talk about old man things like football and comics and Batman and all the other good stuff that old people talk about. The weather,
The weather, that's right.
And whether or not you're ready, here is our moderator, the man with the silky smooth jazz voice.
That was
Mr. Tim
That was a
McDowell.
smooth transition.
Ladies and
Smooth transition.
gentlemen, sit back in your easy chairs and get ready to be blasted both on the face and in the chest
Oh,
with
woo, now
hot,
it's a party.
hot
Wow.
comics
All right.
of the week. I'm going to go ahead and get this love party started. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Hot comics of the week. We're going to go ahead and start this off. It's Batman Day. So what better to show you than the facsimile for Batman #1?
Nice.
Right? Can't go wrong
Yes.
with that. You could get this at your comic shop right now. The cover price is a little harsh. It's $6.99, but it's worth it. So yeah, facsimile, this is the closest I'm ever going to get unless I sell a kid, and both of them have been good this weekend, so that's not happening. But anyways, there
I
you
like that
go.
you keep the possibility open, though.
Oh,
Who
it
knows
is.
what the future holds.
They know this. Moving on with Batman, this is something I'm super excited about. Heard nothing but good things about it. And Sal gave us a little bit of a tease a couple of seconds ago. But this is Rafael Grampa's with Matthias Lopez's Batman Gargoyle of Gotham. This is the A cover. Super excited about this. Heard nothing but great things. Haven't read it yet, but I'm going to read it probably tomorrow. So yeah, super cool. Next, we have Batman and Robin #1. I didn't get the A cover, but I got the Art Germ cover. I believe it's White Rabbit on there. Is that right?
Yes.
I think so, but I got the foil.
Ooh,
Nice.
shiny.
Yeah, my kids can't look at that cover, and neither can anyone else's kids. Continuing with Batman, we have Batman issue number 137. I do believe this is the C cover, and this is in the middle of Gotham War. So pretty sweet. Love that.
Oh, cool.
Next, we have this is my second copy of Catwoman Uncovered #1. This is the Art Germ foil right there, too.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, super shit. Oh yeah. Then we have Steelworks #4. This series has been great. Michael Dorn's doing wonderful with the writing, and who better to do it than the voice of John Henry Irons? So issue #4.
Nice.
Yeah, not too bad. Dig it. Next we have the B cover for Fire and Ice. Welcome to Smallville by DNA. Look at that. Hot and cold at the same time. Absolutely gorgeous.
That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I just need to make sure I'm not muted. And I did get the A cover as well. So there we
Pretty
have
cool.
that. Yeah, absolutely. We got something going on in the chat. Let's take a look here. Son of the Writer looks awesome. And he also says, send that to me, Sonny. I send you my love on a daily basis, sir. I hope that is enough. Next, we have Birds of Prey for DC. This is issue #1. This is the A cover. Excited about this one. So what has it got? Big Barda, Black Canary, Cassandra Cain, Harley Quinn, and Zatanna. So
Is that's Zatanna?
yeah, the outlier there.
The white hair?
Yeah, right here. Yep. Kind of curious about that. And we also got the C. No, this is the B cover, the Art Germ Big Barda B cover. Absolutely gorgeous.
Those are some
and
big
then-
Bardas.
They are big Bardas. This is the A cover for 137, right in the middle
Yes.
of Gotham War Part 2. Super excited. Here's this for you, Dan. This is the 608.
Oh, nice.
Oh, beautiful.
That's nice.
Yeah. The cover price is not nice. It's $9.99, but to have something like this, and it's a Virgin variant too. So with the exception of that DC logo up there, pretty sweet.
If I had known about that before, 2 hours ago, I might have searched one out. But
Well, I will go take a peek on Tuesday when I'm back in the shop. If we have a copy, I'll pull it aside for you. All right, Sal, what do you got this week, man? You're on vacation, but you still got
Yes.
books.
So, I always bring a stack of books with me when this is all my new stuff. But I did read some, and I didn't bring the stuff that I did read. So, the Steelworks, there was a variant with just John Henry Irons on it. It was kind of foily looking. It was pretty cool as well.
Nice.
But
yeah,
I did pick up that Gargoyle of Gotham, and this is the B cover, I believe.
That's a Jim Lee variant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how's that coming through. Maybe I should come back a little bit.
It's a little pixelated, but we get the gist of it right there.
Okay. Yep. Sorry, this laptop is not the best, but
He is on
After dark,
vacation.
be
ladies and
careful with your gist. We are after dark.
gotta be careful with it. So this is the Batman 137.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the story on the part 1, so I'll have
Okay.
to see where that goes. And then I have X-Men number 26.
The White Queen.
Yeah.
I wonder
Wedding.
who she's marrying. Can't be Tony Stark. He's not a mutant.
We've got Wolverine number 36.
Oh, wow. Helverine.
The ladies say he is a mutant.
Oh, what? Okay.
I got my Moon Knight Annual number 1. And I
Yeah.
love that you can see the individual pictures in the rings. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Death of Venomverse.
Oh, very nice.
There we
All
go.
right.
And that's it for my DC.
I think you showed Marvel there, sir.
yeah.
Whoops, I did.
Yeah.
Pardon me. I'm sorry about
DC
that.
And Marvel.
Well,
You
what?
guys got the bonus plan.
That is wonderful. Dan,
Sal's able to slip Venom into any comic company, to any conversation. So I respect that.
fair enough. Fair
That's not
enough.
all. I'll slip in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, ooh, Rumpelstiltskin.
Dan, take it out for a little bit. Let us catch our breath and show us some DC pulls, please.
Yeah, so
DC
a couple
only.
of these, a couple
Yeah,
of these
DC
throughout
only.
throughout all my stuff from last week, I think, because
Nope, that's fine. I
There you
showed
go.
2 weeks worth.
yeah, so it didn't go last week because I wanted to make sure to save money for the Comic Con. So I got the Batman, Catwoman, Gotham War Battle Lines number 1.
There we go.
Of all my new books, this is the only one I've read so far. But I dug unlike Sal, I dug the first part of it. I like how they showed that Batman and the Bat family knew all of these goons, all these henchmen, knew all of them by name. There's not giving anything away if you haven't read it, not giving too much away, but there's one scene with this lame kind of Batman villain, and he's only got this one henchman, and Robin busts in to break him up. And as he's running by, as the villain's running off, he's running by the henchman. He goes, "You're better than this, Craig." And he's like, "I'm sorry, Robin." I kind of thought yeah, you know what? After all these henchmen are used by all these guys over the years, the Batman family would probably, have some minor relationships with them and stuff. So I just like that little interaction there.
That's great.
And then I got part 2, the Batman 137, but like I said, I haven't read that one yet.
Nice.
Got Batman and Robin number 1.
The A cover.
Yeah, the A cover. But then I also got the blank sketch
Ooh.
There you go.
cover. So I will figure out what it is I'm going to draw on that. And since it is Batman Day, how about more Batman, like Batman Incorporated number 12,
Hey, right on.
which has been an awesome series. Green Lantern number 3.
Nice.
Like you, I also got Fire and Ice number 1.
Nice.
As soon as this got announced, I was super excited.
I was too.
I like that DC is giving all these miniseries to characters that have been good characters that have been neglected for a long time, like them, and they're giving the ones to all the JSA characters.
Yeah.
Superboy's got one, and Doom Patrol's got one. Like, it'd be nice if they were ongoing series, but it's cool that they're still giving these characters some time to shine.
Yeah.
I got Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing 10.
Right on.
And then got home to realize that somehow I missed getting issues 7, 8, and 9. So I thought I had it on my pull list. I guess I was wrong. So I will be looking for those next time at the shop. And my last DC book, the one I'm probably most excited to read, is Justice Society of America, number 6.
Nice.
So that's it for DC for me this week.
All right.
Sorry, one second. I realized that I had read this today and stepped this aside, so I did have the Green Lantern number 3.
Ooh, that's a nice Kyle Rayner cover. Very nice.
My apologies. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Uncle Gary, smooth this out. Fix the sheets, buddy. Get us a towel if needed. Take us down the road to DC.
Oh, we're going raw. We're on the gravel, baby. That's comfort. You don't need comfort. You just need savagery.
Oh, my God.
You don't want to know what the D&C stands for in his basement.
Oh, my Lord.
That's right. That's right. Listen, there's a price to pay to see these treasures.
Safe word is Rumpelstiltskin,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen.
You ever seen Pulp Fiction when Bruce Willis walks in on Ving Rhames?
Yeah, I didn't see a thing, right?
No.
Yeah, wait, he doesn't let it go. So this is the JSA alternate, or I think it's a 1 in 25. So
That's a great huntress.
Yes, it's a good hunter. It's got the snow globe in the front of it. So here's the one Dan just showed, the regular JSA.
Nice.
I haven't read most of these yet. I've been busy, but I look forward to reading The Peacemaker. This has been a funny book. Like y'all, I did some fire, did some ice,
Nice.
did some Shazam.
Oh.
This is quite the character. I wish I had his 9th appearance. Precursor. All right. Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey.
Go.
Oh, another cover of Birds of Prey.
Oh, the wraparound. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I think
that
should be, I think that's Frank Cho.
Yeah.
And also, I'm a fan of Big Bardas.
There we
And her
go.
Big Bardas. So love that.
Every time I think of her, I think of that scene with Plastic Man in JLA.
It's a dress.
The dress.
Yep. And when she found out Plavs was her dress, she was not happy. So that sounds like today that would be a lawsuit.
Yeah, yes, very much so.
Yeah. Batman. And we know that Eel O'Brien and Reed Richards could be the biggest studs in comics if they, if that's the way they wanted to go. So Joker.
We are getting a lot of the same stuff this week, guys.
I got this for Jamie. I asked Jamie if he actually will somehow, some way get this to Jamie. So that was for him.
Nice.
I got Batman Incorporated, and I got that. Here's a facsimile, and it's really a facsimile, a book I do not own. But I did get to see 2 of them on the same wall last week.
Wow.
Bedrock Comics from Houston, the fella there, had 2 of them. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And you know what else is cool? The back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cut this out.
That's right. All right. A cover, Batman and Robin. A cover. The White Rabbit without all the sticky stuff that Tim had on his.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how he spackled it, but I'm not going to do that to my comic.
Patience.
Patience and skill.
Yeah.
Green Lantern 3. Green Lantern 3. This is a series that I'm really digging, is Superman Lost.
Right
I really like it. It's mystery where he was gone, why he was gone so long. Lois is a little bitter at the League for not finding him, before.
Now, Now that story is out of continuity. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
It is very much out of continuity. Might as well be a black label.
But it's not a black label though, and that
no,
is
it's not
interesting to me.
It's not. He's gotten lost in. For Superman, a lot of time has gone by, but for everybody else, not much time. But he's had some things he's gone through, so it's an interesting read.
Okay.
New Teen Titans,
Yeah.
Danger Street. I love me some Danger Street. If this is the appropriate time, I got to talk to Tom King about this book.
Nice.
At Comic Con. So for those of you that don't know, Danger Street is based on DC's first issue special series that was in the early 70s. They were going to treat each issue like it was a brand new first issue, and you're going to get new characters or old characters getting their own book for the first time, like Creeper or Dr. Fate. And most of some of the 13 characters were just awful, like the Green Team, like the Outsiders, and Dingbats are terrible. Lady Cop was kind of, there wasn't anything to it. But there were some good characters like the Creeper, Dr. Fate, the New Gods. There was the Tom King has taken these 13 different subjects and tied them into one story. So I got to ask King, he as he was walking back to where he's going to be signing, and I've met Tom before, so he's kind of familiar with me. I said, I got to ask you, Danger Street, where in the hell did you come up with the idea to do this? Because you're too young to have collected these issues originally, but there was a hardcover they released about 3 years ago of all of them collected. He said it was the hardcover. It was in his DC pull that they put books for him and send him books, and he read it and he was just fascinated.
Wow.
And he said, Dingbats and Outsiders may be the worst comic he's ever read, right? So he puts these together. I said, okay, I think it's a crazy cool writing exercise to do this, to tie them together, and I think it's been kind of cool. But I said, how in the hell did you pitch this to DC? And he just laughed. He said, oh, man, it took some time. It wasn't easy. But, yeah, he's got a little bit of clout with the company. But but just to see him laugh on how the hell did
that's great.
So
it's not the when you say the Outsiders, so people know, it's not like the Outsiders from Batman and the Outsiders.
No, it's not. It's a group of like mutated people. It's really bad, but it's very interesting what he's done so far. Now the other thing is, it's so sweet. The B cover is mirroring issue. So this is Danger Street 9. So the 9th issue of the first issue special was Dr. Fate, and this is goodness.
Wow.
Walt Simonson goodness.
That is great.
Isn't that spectacular?
Wow.
We only got 2 of them. Privileges of being an owner. So I was lucky to have that. And I also got the Batman Gargoyle of Gotham, Batman overlooking Gotham. Maybe he's taking a bat dump. I don't know, but he's overlooking.
He's doing something.
He's doing something there. So that's my DC pull of the last 2 weeks.
All right. Sal, you have already shown us half of your Marvel. Why don't you go ahead?
But what about independent?
Let's do independent. So I will get you started with there. Sal, you can get your composure ready. We have Something Epic number 5. The alternate covers for these are really, really good. They're homages to either record album covers or movie posters. The whole series is wonderful. I think this is a sleeper for Image. It's not as popular as I want it to be. I thought it was going to be as popular as 8 Billion Genies. I don't think it is, but this is, I think, one of the best titles of the year so far.
You know how many issues it's supposed to be?
7, I think.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. One of the privileges of being a part-timer at my comic shop, Uncle Gary, is sometimes we get variant ratios in, and I got this.
Oh, man, look at that. Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is a 1 in 10 sketch cover variant or black and white variant for Conan the Barbarian #2 from Titan Comics.
Good.
Awesome series. If you're not reading it, you definitely need to. This is fantastic, and this cover right here is gorgeous.
Who's the artist on that? It kind of looks like Carrie Nord.
It's BL somebody. Sal, if you want to do due diligence and check it out, I'm not quite sure.
Kind of, it definitely has that like old Conan Marvel feel.
Oh yeah, it's
does.
it's reminiscent of the old movie
like
poster.
Buscema too.
Yeah, it looks like Buscema. It looks like an old Buscema
Yeah.
Conan.
Oh wow. I
mean, it may
don't
not
know
be. I'm
who
just
the
saying
artist
they
is.
went
Yeah.
with that style.
Either way, the book is great. It's fantastic. I haven't read Conan comics in a long time, and this is one I'm excited for every month. Uncle Gary, this one's on you, buddy. This
All
is
right.
issue #3 of Barnstormers.
Oh,
What
yep.
a series!
I haven't finished it yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love this, and this is the foil lettering right there
nice.
too. So yeah, it's $1 more, so not very nice, but it still looks cool. 3 issues, guys. If you haven't read this, get on it. It's fantastic. Uncle Gary's reading it. I'm reading it. We both love it, and you guys need to as well.
We're supposed to do a review of that, right?
Yeah, that's happening. Next, and this is my last for independent, then Sal, it is all yours. This is The Sacrificers #2, Rick Remender, or Remender, I apologize. I haven't read issue 1 yet, but from my understanding, this is a pretty solid series. I saw it on the rack at my shop a month ago, bought it on a whim, and got issue #2. The artwork just looks fantastic, and the story itself is supposed to be really good too.
It kind of reminds me of Donnie Darko.
Yeah, a little bit.
It does.
It makes me think of the bunny costume from that.
Yeah. All right, Sal, Independence, buddy. It is all you.
All right, so let's take care of the information that you needed for that cover. That was the G cover, and the cover artist was Roberto Della Torre.
There we go.
Nice.
And he's
Okay.
the interior artist too.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
And
for that, Sal.
We'll just continue with the savagery.
Ooh.
And I have Conan #1.
Oh, nice.
I did pick up the #2, but it's back at home, and
Nice.
I have not read it yet.
Let me know what you
So-
think, because
Okay.
I love it. I think it's great.
Is that a roll of quarters in his loincloth?
Oh, it's more than that, baby.
He's just happy to see you.
They didn't have quarters back then. They had blood and guts.
That's right. So that is my independent stack this week.
Oh, wow. Just the one.
Mhm.
Fair enough. All right, Dan, continue down this road of independence and let us know what you got this week.
All right. For Independence, I only have 2 this week.
Okay.
Got Something is Killing the Children, #32.
Nice.
If you haven't been reading it, everybody out there knows, a fantastic series. And Firepower #26, which has also been a really cool series.
Ooh.
Great cover. I love that cover.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome.
I like how all the back covers have the same kind of general design, but they'll change the colors up on it.
Wow.
But yeah, this is a really cool book. They had taken a couple months off, but they've been past couple months they've been back and going good with it. So
Nice.
it's Robert Kirkman and Chris Samney, so it's got a great creative team on it.
Nice. That sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, if you like kung fu and kung fu guys fighting giant mythical dragons and stuff like
Yes.
that, and ninja assassins and secret cults, that's the book to get.
There you go. All right, Uncle Gary, continue down the independent road. Let us know what we got this week.
Heat Seeker, baby. Who doesn't love a busty redhead?
Them covers.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, the hard case books are great if you like crime and noir and maybe a little bit of nudity. Oh, I love me some nudity. So
Nice.
old didity's fine too. It doesn't have to be nudity. Anyway, now this one. All right, we're gonna see just how coordinated I am for this cover. Oh, it's after dark, but we got to be very careful. I've got to cover up. some naughty bits.
Oh my
This is the Heat
god.
Seeker nude cover. Woo, boy, if that slips. Oh, wardrobe malfunction.
Censored,
Heat Seeker
ladies
nude
and
cover.
gentlemen, censored.
Woo! We got a little bit of Sheena action here.
Ooh, new series?
Yep, Sheena's at a boarding school. Okay, what? That sounds like hilarity right there. I can't wait for the show.
And that looks
Okay.
like it's
So,
oversized too.
And you know, if you're gonna have Sheena, you need a Linzer Sheena version.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he's always she. I think she's chilly in this one. Okay,
That's
so,
great.
yeah, and of course, you know, Tim and I think great minds thinking alike with the
Yeah.
foil on the Barnes. A lot of James Dean going on here, I think, in this picture.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe Steve McQueen even.
Maybe some Steve McQueen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Wow.
But I can't wait to read that book. A little Firefly,
oh,
a little
Cool.
Firefly miniseries,
Nice.
and we're almost in October, so a little October precursor would mean
oh, you got it. Creep Show.
Creep Show, baby. Got to have some Creep Show.
That's
There we go.
great.
That's awesome.
I almost picked that up the other
Woo.
day. Wow.
Got to have some Creep Show. You know, it's not. This is the time of the year that horror anthologies are supposed to fly off the shelves. So
Yeah.
there we go. That's it
All
for my
right.
independence.
Okay. Sal, do you have any more Marvel to show, or did you show it all?
I never show it all on the first date.
Ooh. Well, this is date number 2, buddy, and you're buying, so let us know what you got for Marvel this week.
I've got a blind date with Destiny, and she's ordered the lobster.
Uh-oh.
Oh man!
Mama Pajama.
Watch those
I'll
claws,
give you
buddy.
bonus points. I'll give you bonus points if you know the movie that quote came from.
Mystery Men?
You got it. Boom.
Yeah.
Wow, good job.
I was
Yeah,
talking about that movie at the shop.
No
today.
hesitation.
I would have guessed it was from the Tick. That sounds
Kinda.
exactly like something the Tick would say.
Kind of crazy person blows up a crazy house.
All right, so I picked up Alligator Loki, number 1,
Nice.
and he's actually grabbing onto the hammer there and going for a ride.
Wow.
So context for this one, it's I think more geared towards children. There's no speech bubbles in this whatsoever. It's
Ooh.
basically the misadventures of Alligator Loki, pretty much.
Fair enough.
Okay, he's always biting Thor's arm or something like that. It's cute.
Wow. Right on.
Astonishing Iceman, number 1.
Oh, nice.
I did pick up number 2, but it's at home.
Now, I heard a complaint about Fall of X as a whole, and that there was just too much, like there wasn't a cohesive storyline for Fall of X, and there was just too much side stuff going on. Do you agree with that?
There's a lot going on with the Fall of X, yes. And I guess you really have to be following along with all the X titles,
Mhm.
excuse me, with Orcus and what they're doing. So, yeah, there is a lot going on. If you're just kind of just picking up an X book, you're going to be like, there's a lot of action in this, but what the hell is going on? You know, that type of thing.
Okay.
Sal, did you read the X book that had Kitty Pryde go on her rampage?
Oh, yeah. We talked about that
my-
last week where she
Yeah, that
phased
was
the
a
guy into
hell of
another
a
guy.
sequence, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was insane. Yeah, moving on. I have Jean Grey number 1.
Oh, look
That's
at
an awesome
that.
cover. One of the
George Perez, baby.
Yep. Yeah. There's a
Wow.
couple of variants to this, which I did get as well. And
I got some Jean Grey to show you later.
ooh, baby. I picked up Miss Minutes Alpha Flight number
Oh,
1.
look at that.
Yeah, look, there you go.
I had Daredevil number 13.
Ah, okay. This is what he brought for light reading, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Red Goblin number 6.
Ooh, look at that.
All right. Venom Lethal Protector number 5.
Oh, very nice. I've got all the issues for that series. I just haven't read it yet.
Mm-hmm. Venom 23.
Oh,
Venom 24.
wow. Sal doesn't like Venom at all.
Venom number 25.
Oh my God. That is a new issue, by the way. So
Venom Contest of Champions.
That is also new on the rack this week.
Yeah. And Amazing Spider-Man number 33, written by the fabulous Zeb Wells, who Tim loves dearly, because Tim loves everybody.
I
Don't
take
you
a
love
Zeb Wells every morning after 2 cups of coffee.
Oh, I so hope that Zeb Wells is at Baltimore Comic Con next year with a short
Oh.
line. You're like, hey, we got this guy Tim here who just loves your Amazing
Hey,
Spider-Man.
Mr. Wells.
he's the president of your fan club.
Wow.
Man.
Oh my God.
Self-appointed president.
Are you done?
I am done.
Oh my
one,
Lord.
One more joke.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what Zeb Wells said when he was writing Spider-Man.
I think the only way that Zeb Wells could redeem himself in Tim's eyes is if at the end of his run, the last issue, Spidey wakes up in bed next to Mary Jane and he goes, man, he's like, I just had the weirdest dream. You won't believe this. And she was just like, I told you not to eat pizza before bed anymore.
Pull a Dallas, absolutely. For all you kids out there that are watching right now, Dallas was a soap opera show that came on in the late evenings for parents. Yeah, pull a Dallas. That'd be amazing.
Oh, I was thinking more the Bob Newhart one when he woke up the last issue or the last episode of the series when he woke up and he looked at his wife in bed and it was the woman that played his wife on his previous show and he's like, you won't believe the dream I just had. and he just kind of like broke the whole series down into like, 30 seconds. And she just kind of looked at him. I was like, go back.
That was a brilliant ending. It was Suzanne Plachette.
Yeah.
It was in the bed, and she had a deep, husky voice. And when the camera panned, the set looked vaguely familiar, and it was the old Newhart bedroom set from his first show. So it was a brilliant ending, and he was describing this dream about running an inn in New England, and he had a blonde wife and the brothers Larry, Daryl, and Daryl, and all this stuff. And then Plachette rolls
my brother
up,
Daryl,
and with that
brother
voice,
Daryl.
Absolutely, it was a brilliant, one of the greatest TV show endings of all time.
All you young kids out there, go find the Bob Newhart show and watch it. You will not be disappointed. Let's go ahead and dive into some Marvel. So I have Daredevil #1 for the new series. Now, I read it, and I'm on the fence. Zdarsky is hard to live up to. I will put that out there right now. But with the writer, the direction that he's taking is incredibly different, and the artwork is reminiscent of a more simplistic style than what I prefer. It reads like a late 80s, early 90s comic book. It does not read like it does today. But John Romita Jr. did the A cover. I did not pick that up. I picked up the D cover.
Oh, I like that. Look at that.
That's nice. That's nice.
So I'm on the fence about this. I'm gonna get it because it's not Zeb Wells Spider-Man by a shot. Yeah, I'm on the fence. We'll see how it goes within the next couple of issues. However, one series I am loving, Uncle Gary, and this one's on you too, is The Incredible Hulk. This is issue 4. I've been waiting for this. I finally got caught up with issue 3 last week, and issue 4 just hit the shelves. I got the Stormbreakers cover. So Sal, that one's for you. Uncle Gary, the series is for you.
Great cover, thank you.
I saw that. That was awesome.
I haven't read 4 yet. I look forward to it. I got to talk to Philip Kennedy Johnson about it and told him how much we are loving that book.
I haven't either, but once that storyline is done, I want to do a review on the 1 through 6. It's just fantastic. Next is what I think is Marvel's best right now, and it's a shame it's coming to an end soon. And that's Moon Knight #27. Haven't read this yet either, but the death of Moon Knight is a big storyline coming up. So I'm very curious to see how McKay is going to write that. If you're a big Star Wars fan, guys, I have got 2 issues to show you here. This is the continuation of the Dark Droids storyline. This is Star Wars #38. I'm waiting for the entire storyline to come out before I sit down and read it, but the covers look fantastic, so I couldn't pass it up. And then I have Dark Droids number 2.
Ooh.
Mhm.
And they always make these look like the movie posters.
Yeah.
And I love
It looks like
that.
3-Creepio.
It is. It absolutely is. Yeah, with TIE fighters and the Empire behind him. Why is that? I don't know. Next, we got 2 Marvel, and these ones I love. So this is Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy number 1. It's mouthful. No? Okay.
I restrained myself.
But this is the negative space Thanos variant. So take a peek
Oh,
at that.
nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is beautiful. And he's getting ready to snap those fingers. So
Wow.
whatever he says goes. And I got the last piece of the Alex Ross homage to the X-Men number 1 issues, the Magneto cover.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
only missing one, and that is, I think, the one with Psylocke in it. I'm missing that issue, but I've got every other one. So very happy for that. That is all I got for Marvel this week. Sal, you've already shown yours. Dan, why don't you go ahead and give us a little bit of taste of the House of Ideas?
All right. So I got something I haven't seen from you guys yet. Magneto issue 2.
Ooh,
J.M. DeMatteis is writing it. Todd Knox drawing it. So I'm a big Todd Knox fan, so I buy pretty much whatever he puts out.
nice.
I also got Incredible Hulk 3 and 4.
How are you liking the series so far?
Well, I only read the first 2 issues. Like I said, I haven't read these yet, but so far I've dug it.
Yeah.
I think it's, I think the way that they're handling him is a way that really works for that character.
Yes, agreed.
So yeah, I've been digging it so far.
Good deal.
I got also got Moon Knight number 27.
Okay.
Now, are they ending the series? I know they said it's Death of Moon Knight,
From
but
my understanding, the series is coming to an end.
well, that's unfortunate because you're right. That's
It
one of the
is.
best one. I can't keep hearing like Death of Moon Knight, but like it's not what you expect. So
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know.
we'll see. Like he's in the MCU now, so I doubt they'll kill him off and keep him dead.
They'll pull a Ms. Marvel. They'll pull a Zeb Wells and he'll die for a month.
There'll be a Moon Knight number 1 in 2 months.
Oh yeah.
I just figure it was going to be something like he dies, goes to the land of the dead, comes back. I mean, it's all the Egyptian stuff. So
Yeah.
I also got to round it. I also got the Daredevil number 1, but I got the A cover.
Now that is a gorgeous cover.
Yeah,
It is.
even though it's Ramita, it's actually a decent cover.
Yeah.
But,
It's some of his
even
better
the-
work.
Even the blind squirrel finds a nut occasionally.
It's very true.
And then I also got the sketch cover blank for it. So
Nice.
again, you got to figure out what I'm going to draw on that. So we'll see. Hopefully, I can
Batman.
get something good.
Batman.
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 Iceman in the snow in a snowstorm.
I draw Batman on that,
Evil.
and I draw Daredevil on the Batman cover. So that's it for me for Marvel this week.
All right. Uncle Gary, you said Evil Knievel?
For Daredevil, yes.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect.
I'll
All
draw
right.
Fly on there.
Go
Today at Bike Fest in Ocean City, there was a guy on a motorcycle with the helmet and everything, looking like Evel Knievel. I'm not sure if I
Nice.
caught it in my video, but I was
Hey,
like, "Hey."
Listen, we're talking about Dallas, Newhart, Evil Knievel. We're a bunch of old fogies, man. That's pretty funny.
You should have told the
That's-
Evil Knievel guy, like, if he really wanted the look to be complete, he should have had one leg and a cast.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's true. All right. First up, it's confession time.
Ugh.
Tim, I didn't hate this book.
You hate it?
I did.
No.
I didn't hate this book. There was some Craven stuff going on that I really liked in this book.
Now, I will say that the issue previous I read, everything happening with Spider-Man I despise, but the Craven and Goblin Queen stuff or Queen Goblin stuff was good. I liked that.
Yeah, I mean, I was
He's
sitting there.
coming around, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm
Oh, listen, no. I was reading it. I was reading this book and I was feeling dirty because I was like, this isn't bad. I was feeling guilty, Tim, like I was cheating on you because I was not eating the book at an appropriate level.
Hey,
So,
if you want fast food from time to time, that's fine. But just know there's steak and rolls at home.
well, there we go. This
Ooh,
this is Wolverine 28. It's from a few months ago. I just happened to miss it, so I picked it up.
nice.
So, Immortal X-Men. Looks like a saber. I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
It's
I have
a
that.
Wolverine, horrific Wolverine.
Yep.
This is the Bride. You
There
know,
it is.
I don't think she can wear white. She's been around the block a little bit, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah, it's after Labor Day. So
No,
it's okay.
no judgment. No judgment here.
Well,
So
you know.
this fall of X that they're doing, like, is that actually going to be like change the status quo of it completely? Like, no more Krakoa and all that. I know they have a new group editor coming in, or
Well, there's a
Hey.
whole lot of changes that have been done now. So we'll see. I mean, they have been kicked off the island and through the gates, and it's pretty. It's kind of interesting. We'll see where it all shakes down.
Right.
because I know the Avengers editor's taking over the line.
Well, that's probably going on. So I like you also got the Magneto one.
Yeah,
this
that looks
completes
good.
this completes it. I also got the Magneto Mini. So I haven't read these yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Ghost Rider Wolverine.
Nice.
Finishing that little story. It's a good pairing. Another Fantastic Ross cover on Fantastic Four.
There you
yeah.
go.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I'm like you. This is a really cool. I don't mind Ramita Jr. But this is a really nice cover of his.
His
So-
stuff on Amazing Spider-Man was really more missed than hit, but that Daredevil cover is really good. I think that's back to form for him.
It is
I do
very
too.
fantastic.
We got Avengers Inc. It's kind of like a noir, so
Yeah.
I look forward to reading this and seeing what's good with it.
I might
What's
pick
good?
that up next week.
Yeah, I look forward to that. This was the Alex Ross connecting cover variant to it.
Nice.
Nice.
A little photon in the middle. A little X-Force action.
Okay.
A series that I am really digging is Ghost Rider. Great cover. This FBI agent Talia Wormwood, I think her name is. She's really a cool character interacting with Johnny Blaze, and she's got she's a bit on the mystical side, and she's helping him in his investigation. Also got Great Hulk 4. I haven't read it yet. I
Yeah.
look forward to it. Hulk and the Man thing. So
Oh, yeah.
like that. Also got me a little Werewolf by Night action.
Yeah.
One shot. So
I almost picked that up.
Same
Yeah.
with me.
X-Men Red, and we don't have enough Spider-Man books, so of course we have to have spine-tingling Spider-Man. So
Wow.
I'm waiting for rectal tingling Spider-Man because everybody
Oh,
wants
God.
that. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and I got me an FF Epic
Oh,
collection, which will collect FF 147 to 167, a couple of giant sizes, and I never have to open my originals again, so I can just
That's
look here.
great.
So, but these are, these are great collected editions. So that does me for the marble.
all right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and dive into some back issues, and then we are going to let those guys, Sal, Dan, and Uncle Gary, take over and talk about Baltimore Comic Con. There's a lot to talk about with that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run through my back issues first, get those out of the way, and then the floor is yours, gentlemen, and we will take it from there. So I got a ton of back issues to show you guys today. Got a big stack. Let me bring them out here. Look
Now
at
you're
this.
just showing off.
Yeah.
Damn.
Holy crap.
I'll run through them. It won't take that long.
Hold on a second.
Is that what you tell? Is that what you tell the ladies? I'm going to run through it. It won't take that long.
Sometimes, and they don't believe me. So,
And you show them. You show them.
well, let me show you this. So, you guys know who Bruce Timm is, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Well, he did some Marvel work, and Yeah, I picked that up.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
A nice Electra print done
Yeah.
by Bruce Timm. This is going to get framed. This is going to get put on that back wall right there. So that is
Oh,
pretty
nice.
awesome. Yeah,
That is
couldn't
great.
pass it up. Couldn't pass it up. Now, moving on to the back issues here. So, Uncle Gary, you and I are both on the hunt to help finish my Ostrander and Mandrake Spectre run. I was able to find an issue in the wild, and that is issue number 55.
oh,
So, not too bad. Not too
See
bad
that
at
cover.
all. Yeah. Next,
Let me see
did you
Cover
get to
again.
see
You
it or
froze
am I?
for a second.
Okay, I'm
No, it froze. Could
delaying.
you show me one more time?
Yeah, take a look at that.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
that's wonderful. All right. Is there a delay with me, guys?
not
I think
for me.
Gary's freezing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, maybe I'm
So
freezing.
next we
I don't know.
have okay. Well, next we got a book that I got for my daughter. This is Batgirls number 14. This is a book I'm going to get slabbed for her so she can put this on her wall.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Next I got the second print of Infinite Crisis number 5. This is the sketch Jim Lee or the George Perez cover. So take a look at that.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and this is
That's
a key,
awesome.
ladies and gentlemen. This is first appearance of Jamie Reyes as Blue Beetle.
I think those sketch covers they did for the second printings, didn't they?
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah, because
So-
the Jim Lee and the Perez ones were like
Yeah.
A cover, B cover in the same ratio,
Yeah.
but the sketch ones were the second prints.
Exactly.
Those covers were awesome.
So, gentlemen, this is for you guys. Dan and Uncle Gary, more for you than Sal, but Sal, you can enjoy it too. This is Justice
I
League
will.
of America. This is Justice League of America number 72. This is my first pre-100 Justice League. So take a peek at
Oh,
that.
nice.
Oh,
That's
cool.
a great cover.
Joe Kubert
Yeah.
goodness.
What's this? That is exactly correct, sir. Hawkman has been turned into salt, and the world's greatest superheroes are responsible. Can't go wrong. Can't go
Well, he
wrong.
wasn't supposed to go
Next-
look back at Sodom and Gomorrah.
You shouldn't have done that. Next is a issue. This is another 12 center. This is World's Finest number 183. And this is a beautiful Neil Adams cover. Take a look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it
That
is.
is nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Couldn't pass that up. I got that for $6.
Oh, wow. That's a good
That
price.
is a
Yeah,
bargain.
very good. Yeah, so here's what else I thought was a big bargain. You remember when Jack Kirby went over to DC? What was the title that he did in the 70s?
The Jimmy
you did
Olsen,
several, but you did Jimmy Olsen.
But
New
he-
Gods.
there it is, right there. New Gods, guys. All new stories. Best in comics, The New Gods. This is issue number 10.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
Yeah,
Great Orion.
pretty
Awesome.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we have issue number 8 of the same series.
Nice.
Couldn't
good stuff.
pass him up. Yeah. What is this? Read The Death Wish of Terrible Turpin. Wow. Very awesome. All right. Moving on. We have something a little horror-ish. This is Tales of the Unexpected, number 103, another 12 center. And yeah, take a look at that.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very cool.
That's cool.
And I've been getting these for pretty decent prices. So any 12 centers I see that are affordable, I'm going to grab them. Now, the next bit that I have, Dan, this is all you, buddy. All you.
Oh, all right.
So Justice League by Giffen and Demetis. So
Yes.
let's run down. Issue 30.
Oh, that's such a cool cover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got more. Issue 31.
Nice.
This is first Adam Hughes, I believe, on DC, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that is pretty cool. Next, we have number 32.
Nice.
Great cover. Yeah.
And then This one is my favorite so far. Issue 33.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And then we have 36 with Gnort.
Gnort.
More good.
Yeah.
I love this
That
cover.
was favorite TL.
This is issue 37. Got some fire and ice, some blue and gold.
Nice.
Mhm.
Gotta love that.
Good
Yeah,
cover.
and that is ice holding Blue Beetle, by the way. So, yeah. Next, we have number 38. Pretty cool. What are you looking at? This is issue number 39.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, that was a good story with
Is
That's
that
where
the way Martian Manhunter ended up beating him.
Despero?
Despero,
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
Despero. Yeah, and he's wearing the United Nations flag as a cape, it looks like.
Yeah. I think that was a two-part story. I can't remember if that's part 1 or part 2.
Yeah, so 38 and 39, Despero's crashing
Okay,
in
yeah.
right
Yeah,
there.
have you read them yet? Because the way that
No.
Martian Manhunter beats him, it's a cool idea, but it's also like kind of tragic for Manhunter.
Oh, wow. No, I haven't. I'm excited about it, though. Next, we have issue number 40.
That's
Great
awesome.
cover.
Yeah.
Love this cover. And then we have Don't You People Believe in Knocking? Maxwell Lord, Under Fire, issue 41. I am trying to get a full run of Justice League America, and I think I'm about halfway. 42, Starman.
Nice.
Yep. Will Payton.
Nice.
Yeah. Then we have 46.
That's a great cover. Yep.
Love it. Then we have 47.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah. And then we have Justice League America versus Das Uberbot, issue number 48.
Ooh, nice.
Hitler Robot.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Then we have issue 49.
Nice.
And this one I love. It's an homage to Spider-Man. This is issue 54.
Oh,
Yep.
I love it when they do stuff like this, and they did it in such a way that it is unique and different, but still the same.
Yeah, that was a good series. And even at the end, like, when Jurgens kind of took it over,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't it didn't have the comedy aspect to it anymore.
Yeah.
And the roster wasn't the greatest roster, but it was still Dan Jurgens, so it was still pretty damn good.
Still good.
And there was a great storyline. I can't remember the name of it. I have to look it up. It was like a 3 or 4 part storyline that he had done towards the end of that was good.
Right on. Okay, well, moving on, we have the Extremities. This is issue number 57.
Nice.
Then we are in the Jurgens run. So that book, 57, was the Giffen run. Now in issue number 65, we are in the Jurgens run. His artwork, gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, and this is when Superman was back on the team. Then we are past that all the way to the Votto run. And this is when Wonder Woman was leading. This is issue 84.
Nice.
Oh yeah, when West was doing the artwork.
What is this? What is that?
Yeah, that's right before they canceled the book and launched it as Extreme Justice.
Oh my god!
It's because Booster Gold's suit got torn up into fighting Doomsday.
Yeah,
and he couldn't repair it because of the future tech. So they made him this like goofy, big, bulky armor.
Oh my lord, Maxwell Lord. Issue number 85. Take a peek at that. That's very 90s.
That's cool. I think it's her fighting her brother.
Yeah, very 90s. Very. Then we have A Baby in the Balance. This is issue 94.
Baby in the Balance.
Yep. And we have 2 more. This is issue 95 with some of the members of Justice League Europe in here. Yeah. And then we have issue 97, Blast from the Past. Looks like Metamorpho.
Nice.
I love it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Like, Justice League Europe, and half the members are from America.
Yeah, exactly. Moving moving forward, got a pretty cool pickup. This is Spawn number 9. This is the first appearance of Angela, who is now owned by Marvel.
Right.
Nice.
Ooh,
Yep.
Yeah, didn't have
Very
this,
good.
had it before. Now I got it again. Pretty excited about it. This one, though,
trying to hang on to it this time.
oh yeah. Well, see, I got these in a deal with a guy that comes in to the comic shop. His name's Jason, and he's awesome dude, really cool. Love when he comes in, we get to talk and have a good time, and he gave me a pretty good deal on some books, that being one of them, this being another.
Ooh, oh, there you go.
Oh.
Jamie's gonna be jealous.
Yeah, so this one looks fantastic. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Hamilton Comics.
That's the first Power Rangers comic, right?
I believe so. Yeah. I think this is first
Mhm.
comic book appearance.
Yes.
So there is that. A little bit of a newer back issue. This is Something Epic number 2. This is a variant cover.
Oh,
I just
cool.
thought it was really neat.
Neat. Yep, that's cool.
Yep. And then we got the A cover for Gargoyles number 1.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yep, I missed out on that the first time around, so I wasn't going to miss out on it when I saw it. Now, Dan, these are you, buddy. These are all you. So you remember what you were talking about before about Phantom Star Killer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the A.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great cover. Love that.
It is a cool
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got the A, and I picked up the glow in the dark cover.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
love that.
Have you read it?
No, not yet.
Terrible.
I know it's just a one shot.
I'm just gonna because the action figure was out for years, and then they're like, oh, let's make a comic
Yeah.
based on the action figure, and
And
like the action figure keeps getting re-released with like new paint jobs and stuff over the years. You'll read the book and be like, this is a total Star Wars ripoff.
From my
Mm.
understanding, that is exactly what it is, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, Sal, you showed some Jean Grey awesomeness. I got
I
you
did.
in return, sir.
All
This is Phoenix Resurrection. I got 2, 3, 4, and 5, and these are all the Lee Inhyuk covers.
Ooh.
So let me know
This should
the
be good.
era, please.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The era. This
The
is
era.
Phoenix Resurrection.
This is the 60s Marvel Girl.
Yeah, 60s Marvel Girl. I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
When they all got costumes that weren't like the matching ones.
Exactly. Now, let me know which this one is. This is Phoenix Resurrection number 3.
That's
Oh.
Dark. It's the Dark Phoenix.
That's
That's
X Factor.
X Factor.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Next.
that wasn't her first. Her first X Factor suit was the green, and
Right.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, that was,
that's when they all got
yeah, that
the
was later.
the X suits.
That was like the second one before they all got the matching blue and
Yeah.
yellow.
Right.
Now let
Right.
me know this era. This is issue number 4.
Oh, that's of course New X-Men, I think.
Oh yeah.
This
Or
is
90s
90s. Yeah.
90s
Yeah,
X-Men.
Mhm.
90s with the blue and the gold teams.
Mhm.
And then let me know this one. This one, yeah, check it out.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
That's just modern.
That's
That's just modern.
who's drawing it then? Frank Wheatley,
Yo, the Morrison run.
the Morrison and Wheatley run, right?
Yeah,
Is that
black
his
leather.
name?
Yeah. Wheatley. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Issue number 6 of Venom. This is this is an exclusive. I can't see the name of the. Oh, this is Nameless, I believe. Nameless Comics exclusive. So take a peek at that.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty
Eddie
nice.
Brock is back.
Is he?
Sal is jealous. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Then I picked up Moon Knight Mark Spector Moon Knight number 20. Beautiful cover with Spider-Man, Moon Knight, and the Punisher.
Oh,
That's a
Very
party.
cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Picked up issue number 1 of the Last Avengers story.
That is a great book.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It
You wanna talk
wasn't
about brutal Hulk.
it wasn't as much of what I expected it to be. I think it's right at the end of that style of writing when they were transitioning into the modern style, being a little more dramatic with their stories and stuff, or doing it in like TV format. But the artwork is fantastic. The writing for what it is great, and that scene, if whoever's watching this, if you haven't seen it or read it, the scene with Hulk and Tigra is
Oh,
something else. Check this out though, guys. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was saying, doesn't he say that in there? Like, make a wish.
Yeah, exactly. Check this out though. Issue number 184, and this copy is minty fresh.
Look at that
nice.
beauty.
Yes, very happy with this. This is
awesome.
wonderful. This is going in the stack to get graded. Next we have the Punisher War Journal number 1. We're getting down toward the end, guys. So
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
yeah, this is another minty fresh book. So that one is on the stack too. Next we have some old Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider. This is issue number 22.
Very good.
I thought this was a
that's cool.
reprint, like with how good a condition it is. So yeah, that looks pretty wild. Then we have, and this is a big one. So I picked this up at another comic store around here, not too far away, but got it for $20, and I couldn't pass it up when I saw it. Didn't know what it was until after I got home and looked it up. But you guys tell me how important this is.
Oh, it's the first appearance of Silk.
That
Isn't
is
it?
right. Yeah. This is a variant cover, though. This is the 1 in 10, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, I think I have that as well.
So
It's good.
amazing. Next, we have X Factor number 38. Got this because of the Simonson cover.
Yes.
yeah, that's a cool one.
Yeah. Very nice.
I'm 2 issues away from completing my run on that.
Oh, dude, I'm still ways away. This is issue number 1 of The Punisher in an unlimited series.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite
Really?
covers.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Love it. Love it. Next we have, I got 2 more. Next we have Fantastic Four number 35, Legacy number 680. This is the 1 per store variant.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, can't go wrong there. And then, nope, I got 2 more now. Then we have Guardians of the Galaxy number 19. This is the Perillo variant, and this is the Virgin cover.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
great cover. Look
I
at
love
that.
that.
I think that's wild.
That is
And-
great.
And then to end it, we will end it with Iron Man versus Iron Man, issue number 192.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome.
Very cool. Yeah. So that is what I've got for back issues tonight, guys. Sal, why don't you go ahead and get this Baltimore Comic Con party started? You've
right.
got some videos to show us.
Get your popcorn.
Get your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. So I record these videos in anticipation of Tim putting together a big Baltimore Comic Con, video. So this is what I sent him as for my hauls, and I got 2 videos. One's for issues I picked up, and one's for prints.
Perfect.
So I will go ahead and start that. Can we share that?
Yep, I got you.
There you go.
Go for it.
All right. We got X-Men 29, X-Men 34, number 74, number 81,
Wow.
82, 85, 88. Love the Frankenstein cover.
That's
89,
great.
91,
Wow, you're getting
number
there.
92, and number 93.
No 94. So you got right up to the end of the reprints.
Yep. And I also picked up this Sword of Azrael number 1.
Wow.
And it's kind of foily. I actually picked this up from the Comics Logic crew.
What?
There.
Comic Logic? I know those guys.
Yep. So, I picked this up from there with those guys at the show. And it's just a badass cover.
That's great.
And I also picked up a slab. It wouldn't be me if I didn't pick up a slab. So Batman number 423. This is the 3rd print.
Nice.
3rd printing. And guess the grade. Guess the grade.
98.
Dan already knows.
I already know. I was with him when he bought it.
It's got to be a 9.8.
It is. It is not a 9.8. It is a 9.0.
Oh, okay.
Tell them how
It was-
many other copies you have of that.
So I have actually 3 other copies of this book, but they're all in very bad shape.
Oh wow. I have
So-
one
Tell them
copy.
about the guy that you bought it from.
Oh, that guy was kind of, I don't know. He
Dude
was just
weird.
weird. I was trying to work a deal with him. He asked, I want to say, did he ask 100 or did he ask some over 100? Just over 100 for it.
I don't remember exactly because I was looking at something too. I just remember
Right.
seeing him like when he's like, "I'll take your credit card. I got to run
Yeah.
over here to get this guy."
Yeah.
You were like, "What? You just you're like
So-
simply ran off with my credit card."
We negotiate a price. It comes to be 100, and he goes, okay, and I was out of cash at that point, so I give him my card, and he goes, okay, I'll be right back, and he just runs off, and I'm like, I just gave this guy my checking account card, and he just ran off with it. So luckily, I'm looking at my phone. I pull up my account. I'm like, okay, I'll see the charge when it hits. Finally, it does hit, and I'm like, okay. And then he comes back 2 minutes later. He's like, here you go, and I'm like, okay, thank you very much.
Wow.
But he was like one of those eccentric type of, Steven Tyler looking type of guys. It's just like,
Oh, did you get that
Wow.
from
He was
wait a minute.
dressed in his hair.
Did you get that
Yeah.
from Carbano?
I don't remember his name.
Did
Probably
he have
so.
like gray hair, long hair?
Mhm.
Yeah, he might have had a
Longish.
scarf on.
crazy outfit?
That is Carbano. That dude is a character. Yeah, so he's been in the comic scene for many years, and his booth is a mess, right? The booth
Mhm.
was a mess. But he's got books that he sometimes has pretty good deals on. Now, that being the 3rd printing, are there less copies of that than the first 2 printings? I would imagine there are.
I think so. I think there's the
Yeah.
3rd printing did not have a lot of copies of, but finding this book in a high grade, anything over 9.0 is near next to impossible.
Yeah.
So let me share one more screen.
Yeah, get that second video going.
Here we go. Let me know when you got that in there.
Go for it.
All right, this is my prints that I picked up, and of course I start off with Doctor Doom. And let me see, who was this by? I think this was by Marshall Hinsel.
Wow.
Hold on a second. Let me just see what I'm hearing the video in my head too. So Marshall Hinsel.
We
Yep,
don't mind
this is the
staring
original.
at it.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's the original,
Sorry,
too.
I cut too far. So this is by Marshall Hinsel. This is the original, and then the actual full print is, what he did
Yeah.
as well.
Wow.
And let me just skip over here. This was by Keith Williams. This is
Ooh.
from the Mr. Fix-It series.
Yeah.
So he did this print for them, and I love that series, so I had to buy this print. And then, pardon me. There we go. The next up is Ron Mars. He did this print with GL and Silver Surfer. So we've interviewed him on the Codex Station. Well, I didn't interview him, but he's been on the Codex Station interview.
Mhm.
And we got to chat with him a little bit too, which was awesome.
Wow.
And my next one is this is right by a special guest star.
You can skip that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, we don't need to skip that. It is by Dan the Man Kelly.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
He actually did this print of Captain America. Sorry, it's in landscape mode. So
That's
or
okay.
portrait mode.
You can see why I had to redraw it because the shield is so messed up.
What are you talking about? That's not bad.
Look how
That's
thick
good.
that line is.
It's just the angle of the light. Come on. It's the
That's right.
reflection of the light. So I picked up those prints as well. And
Nice.
the X-Men books, I didn't mind. I spent a lot of my money on the signing signatures that I got from Chris Claremont.
Mhm.
Yep. But I've also picked up signatures from Louis Simonson, John Bogdanov, and
Wow.
Tom King. And who else did we pick up a signature from? I can't remember. I thought I got 6 books in total signed. John Bogdanov gave me a remark sketch too on my
Ooh.
Superman book. And Here's a little funny backstory from that. I saw this. It was Adventures of Superman number 22. It's the John Henry Irons cover, and he's like smashing through the cover.
Yeah.
The type of picture. And I'm like, oh, that was a great slab, and it was a cheap price. The slab, I think, at 9.4 or 9.6, and I'm like, it was great. Got it in on Thursday. Friday, Dan and I record, or is it Thursday night or Friday night? I think it was Friday night. Dan and I recorded a video of us preparing for Baltimore Comic Con.
Oh yeah.
And he told me, he goes, John Bogdanove is going to be there, and he goes, I think Louis Simons is going to be there too. And I went, oh well, I got to crack this. The day after I got this book in my hands, I cracked that sucker open and brought it to the show. And I'm glad I did. Glad I did. So I got 4 books signed by Chris Claremont, the X-Men 133, the X-Men 104. The 201, and there was another one there that I forget that he signed. I want to say 212.
Nice. 212.
So those are in CGC now. They just received them into their inventory, so it'll probably be another month before they get to them. That type of thing.
Right on.
So,
all right. Is that all you got for Baltimore?
That is all I got for Baltimore. It's kind of like the high overview. So
it was a nice haul, man. Especially all those X-Men books you bought.
Yep. Yeah. I think I negotiated a good price with them for those X books, and I bought them all in one spot. I could have searched. I could have gone like from vendor to vendor to vendor, but they were all right there.
You didn't have the time for that. I'm there 3 days. I can do that. I'm there 3 days. You can't. Yeah.
Right.
Well, he wasn't even going to buy those because we stopped at this one stand, and you'll see it in the video that we sent you. It's one where it's like this great big stand we walked up to, and he's pulling out all these treasury editions. He's like, oh, I'm going to get this. And I'm just over to the side flipping through stuff, and he's got this stack of treasury editions, and I go, oh, do you see these X-Men here? And he's like, what, X-Men? He comes over, starts flipping through. He's like, oh, this. And he's like, all right, I guess I got to put these treasury editions back.
Wow. Now, all those X-Men you got, those are the reprints, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Those are the reprint stories. Yep.
So give our viewers, for those that are unaware, I know a lot of them will be, but some of them won't, give them a quick synopsis of why X-Men did reprints for a short time.
Well, the X-Men series, it started to like tank. It really did in the early stages, and I forget the number that it started to
67.
The actual 67. So at 67, they just started reprinting stories from the earlier stories, and it went all the way up to when because Claremont took over, and I believe that was issue 94 or 95, 94, and then of course with Giant Size X-Men as well, and that's what turned the series around. But yeah, at 67, the X-Men series was just tanking, and they were about to cancel it. If I'm right, Gary, they were going to cancel it, and they started reprinting all the stories, and that's thank God Chris Claremont took it over and made it what it is today.
Did Claremont write the first issues, or was it Len Wein?
Well, Len Wein did Giant Size.
He did the Giant Size, and then Claremont did not
took over.
Yeah. Claremont came in 94. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So Len Wein did the Giant Size, and Claremont came in 94. But yeah, that series would have been canceled if they hadn't have done the reprints. Yep. And thank goodness they kept it going, because it really did have a resurgence. The thing is, those reprints were the last ones pretty much that I got to complete my X-Men run, and they had been cheap for years, and the prices started going up, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm paying this for a damn reprint book. So
it's kind of weird that they did that with the series too, because it's not something they really did with another book where they're like, oh, this isn't selling very well, let's just start reprinting all the issues instead of doing new ones. Like that's not really something that.
Well, I think the thing was, and Gary, your history on this is more than mine, but I think they just didn't want to cancel the title because there was something special there, and they were trying to figure out what to do with the series up to 94.
Well, there's a template of them selling reprint books, but as a second book, because the Spider-Man books were reprinted under Marvel Tales, and the Fantastic Four was reprinted under I think Marvel Greatest Adventures, and then for a while they did X-Men on Marvel Triple Action.
Yeah,
So-
that's right.
Yeah.
So there
They
was
did on that
there was
too.
a template they had to reprint those books, but with X-Men, instead of going to a separate book, they just kept it within X-Men. So I guess that was the thinking, but it certainly worked, and thank goodness they did it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They didn't
So I got-
exactly, and they didn't
Go
like
ahead.
reprint them in order either. It's not like all right, we're just going to start with X-Men issue 1 and then.
Well, I
do-
mean, there was kind of an order to it, right?
They didn't start with number 1. They started further down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you what issue they started with, but they were in order from wherever they started from.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm pretty sure of that.
Right.
So
on.
they picked, whatever number they started it at, they kept that order.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead, Sal, and then
I
after that, we'll let Dan get to his stuff.
Right, and Dan and I are going to probably overmix a little bit here,
Yeah.
so I'll let him talk a little bit more. I actually got to talk to Chris Claremont, but while waiting in his line, okay, Dan was nice enough to take my Superman book over to John Bogman to get signed, right, and get a remark, and he's like, "Oh, there's only like 2 people in line here. This will be quick. I'll have it done for you." And I'm like, "Okay, no problem." And then, we keep texting each other, and he's like, "I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting." He's drawing a sketch for somebody. So John Bogdan was just doing sketches. If you walked up to him and say, "Give me a full body sketch,"
Wow.
done, he would just do it right then and there for you.
Yeah.
A lot of the artists there were like doing, okay, from 1 to 3, I'm going to sign. 2 to 3 to 5, I'm going to just do commission work, that type of thing. No, he was like, "Hey, whatever you bring me, and I'm going to do it." So
Wow.
I finally get through the Chris Claremont line, which was great, by the way. I got to chat with him, and he was amazing to chat with. And I told him my story about X-Men 133, which I've told you guys before. It was the first X-Men book I read. And he was like, "Oh, that's great. I'm glad you liked it. What did you think of this? What did you think of that?" And I didn't record any of that because I was just like, blah, 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 blah,
That's a personal experience for you.
Yep. Right. So I get out of the line and I meet up with Dan. He's like, "Yeah, I'm still over here waiting." And I'm like, "Okay." I said, I'll wait here if you want to do something else." He goes, "Louise Simonson's right over there, and she has no line." I'm like, "Give me the book." So I went over, got her to sign it, chatted with her for a quick minute. And I was like, she was sweet. She's the sweetest person ever. She was chatting with me, and she goes, "John Bogdan's right over there." And I'm like, "Yeah, my buddy's already in line. I got to sprint this book back over to him." And she's like, "Go, go, go, go!" So I run over back to that line to where Dan is, and then I think it was like one person in front of me.
I started letting people skip it because it was my thing up next, and he was getting her signature, but he was also trying to chase down a CGC guy to verify it. And then it got to me, and I'm like, I looked at the guy behind me. I'm like, "Just skip." And that guy had the Superman wedding issue, which is really awesome. And he had about 25 or 30 signatures on it. He had everybody that worked on it, like all these different creators that had signed it. One guy had done a remark at the bottom of it. Dan Jurgens signed it like
wow.
top, and he was saying he's like, "Yeah, Bogdanov." He's like him and Louise Simonson. He's like, "Those are the last 2 I need," and like all the creators that worked on this have signed this.
That's crazy.
Was there no line for Louise Simonson when you got in there? Was Walt not there?
Walt was
Walt was there.
down.
Yeah,
Walt was there at the time.
Yeah, when I was talking to Louise Simonson, Walt was there.
And there wasn't a big line there?
I think it was separate for each of them.
Oh, it was separate for each of them.
Okay.
It was separate lines. So maybe his line was longer.
Yeah, because they usually have a tremendous line. Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Maybe you just caught it at a break.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe so.
Fair enough.
So, Dan, take it over.
Yeah, before we do that, Dan, let's go ahead and take a station identification break. We'll get our sponsor out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit up W.GG. W Energy, it's been our sponsor for quite a while now, and we are very happy to have them. Make sure to type in keyword code -X so you can save 10% at checkout on your order. Ladies and 10%. Gentlemen.
No line to wait.
No line to wait at all. And they got
don't forget, click like, share, and subscribe to our station. That's your reminder.
Absolutely. And with that being said, Dan, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know about your Baltimore Comic Con haul and experience?
All right, so I got a few things here. I got like I said, I bought one print, which I actually got from John Bogdanove, because as I was standing in line waiting, you walk by the part of the table where he's got all the prints, and I see this one. I'm like, well, that's a pretty cool print. So his price, some of the guys were signing for free. Some of them were charging for signatures. Bogdanov was one that was the same as along as a couple other ones where it's like, all right, the first signature's for free, and then it's like $2 or $3 or something for each one after that. But if you bought a print from them, like all these guys, you buy something from them, they'll sign it for you. I got this awesome print here that he signed at the bottom.
Is that The Thing and Raphael?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I saw it sitting on the table and I was like, that's awesome. This perfectly fits his style because he's got that style that works well with like big bulky characters.
No.
And I was like, this perfectly fits with it. So I had to pick that up. How
much did he charge for the remark he did for Sal?
Is it 25,
25. So his first autograph was free. Additional autographs were like $5.
Something like that. Yeah.
And then if you wanted to remark, it was 25.
Right.
Because when he was in, because when I saw him over there, and I went back to Sal, who was in line for Claremont, and I was telling him, like, hey, this, because I took a picture of the price list and was telling him, it's free for this signature and for this. And he's like, oh, I only got the one book, and I was like, well, it's 25 for a remark. He's like, well, I'm definitely getting that, and he did a good job too. He did like a nice head up, and I asked Sal, I was like, what do you want? What do you want for a remark? He goes, oh, I got to think about that. He's like, well, either Steel or Superman or whatever he thinks is best. And I went, well, it doesn't really matter what you say because I'm going to tell him to draw a dick and balls on it.
Yeah. And he even said that to him too. Just draw dick and balls.
Oh yeah, he laughed. He thought it was funny. But by the time that it got done, Sal was already back there, so I couldn't do that. But then my other idea was like, well, Duke Nukem always says I've got balls of steel, and it's steel on there. I was like, maybe I'll just tell him, like, draw Duke Nukem saying I've got balls of, and then it'll just but that
was funny. No, thankfully.
So I also got a couple signatures. I didn't get any CGC verification on it because it's on stuff that no one's going to care about except for me. Well, not
that's the most important thing.
Yeah, well, the CGC is not going to verify a hardcover, so I got my Ned Lord of the Pit.
Ooh.
The first one that Jim Calafiore did through Kickstarter, which it's so good, and he did a second one, and he's still working on finishing that now. We got to sit down and talk with him for a little interview that you'll see when we put the Baltimore Comic Con video up. So
I'll be working on those over the week.
So I got him to, when he was talking with us, I got him to autograph the inside of that. Yeah. And if you see this, I know he's selling copies of this. I guess you can get on Amazon or his website or something. Like, this book it's so good. The artwork in it's fantastic. The story's good. It's laugh out loud funny at points. It is. Yep. It's a great read. Yeah, Gary's read it. It's a great read. Yep. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I got a copy from him a couple years ago. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I got that. I got 2 other autographs, and I posted these on my Instagram where I got the autograph, and then I got the guy that signed it to like take a picture with me where we're holding it. So
that's your certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, well, they're both, like I said, it's nothing that anyone's going to care about except for me because they're blank sketch covers that I drew. So I got the Berserker one that I drew, and I got Ron Garney to sign that.
Wow.
And
he was funny to talk to. I liked him.
Yeah.
Did he like your artwork?
Yeah, he liked it. He said it was cool.
That's great.
So we did a short interview with him for the video too.
Nice. I'm sure he loves seeing stuff like that, like that fans are so passionate about, like the stuff that you do.
Yeah, he liked it. Then I also got this Batman 50 sketch cover I did autographed by Tom King.
Ooh, so nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
He liked that too. So we got to chit chat with him for a couple minutes, but we couldn't record it because he said DC doesn't allow him to do podcasts unless they vet them anymore because he accidentally leaked that James Gunn was going to direct the Superman movie.
Oh, wow.
No more podcasts unless we vet them first. But yeah, so
you're on the leash, King.
So it was cool to see to get those. And I asked the guy when Sal was doing his CGC thing, I said, hey, so what's the policy for CGC in case I ever did want to get, one of these sketch covers that I drew on graded for whatever reason, how would the label be since, it's just, I'm just some random guy. And they said, oh, well, you can apply to get, an artist's, I don't remember exactly what they called it, but basically like register with them as an artist. So they'll grade it with that kind of label on it. I was like, well, I might do that just because. So
right on.
Then for the books I got a I'll just show you to start off. This is the stack.
Nice.
So to start off, I got a issue that I was missing, a recent one, Batman Incorporated #7 that Uncle Gary got for me from Comic Logic, pulled out of their dollar bin.
Wow.
It was one that for whatever reason I missed when it came out.
That is a beautiful black and white cover.
Yeah, it's
with the red with the blood. That's amazing.
Yeah, this is the B cover.
Wow.
So thank you again for that, Uncle Gary. Then I got this. God, I loved this series when I was growing up, and I don't know what happened to all my issues, so I'm having to slowly replace. Oh, we lost him.
He'll be coming back in, so keep going.
So, I wish I knew what happened to all my issues. I've been slowly trying to replace them, but the prices of them have been going up. But this is What If issue 68. What if Captain America were revived today, part 2?
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that red skull in the background. Jeez.
Yeah, I loved What If growing up, and every one of these, it's like a compact story that really could be a whole like 5, 6, 7 issue miniseries of itself, but they're all compacted into one, sometimes 2 issues.
I love the fact that cover kind of eliminates. It's almost like a trade dress variant if you look at it. Like the Marvel box is very empty. The title sequence is down and in the top third, and it's very open. I like that.
Yeah, this was the second part of a two-parter written by Chuck Dixon.
Yeah. And
this was towards the end because it wasn't long after this that they didn't start having like, where it says like, what if Captain America were revived today? It got to the point where they were just saying like, what if featuring Thor, what if featuring X-Men, where it wouldn't tell you what the story was exactly.
Yeah.
And the quality, of the stories kind of went down then. But I love this. I love this series. I wish that they would bring it back as a monthly series instead of just doing occasional books dropping here or there. This was a $20 book I got, Invaders #20.
Ooh, some Union Jack.
That's nice.
Yeah, I think this is the first appearance of the second Union Jack.
Wow.
Got home, was entering it on my spreadsheet to find that I already had a copy of this. So I could have spent the $20 on a different Invaders issue that I needed because I'm about I'm 16 issues away from a complete run.
Well, is the copy that you got there better than the one you have in your collection?
It is not. The one I already have is better. So if anybody needs an issue of Invaders 20, let me know. Because now I have.
He'll sell it to you for $25.
Wow.
I got a couple cat books that I have been wanting. This is one of my all-time favorite covers, and I was looking for something else in the box, and I pulled this out, and I was like, $20, sold.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Love this cover.
I'm surprised you got that for 20.
I know, that's why when I pulled out of the box, I was like, oh shit, $20, yeah. And the stand that I bought it from, I got some other stuff from them. And the last time I went to Comic Con, like 2 years ago, I ended up spending like $120, $150 at this one stand because, and I wish I remember their name because their prices were so good on stuff like this. I was just like taking it.
Wow. That's
I also have a
great.
print of this I got a couple years ago signed by Mike Zeck. But
Now,
yeah.
did you already have that book in your collection and that's another copy, or is this?
No, this is the first copy. I've wanted it for a while, but the price was always so high. Like I
Yeah.
said, I have a autographed print of it by Mike Zeck. But yeah,
Now you got that. That's wonderful.
yeah, and like it's a pretty nice looking copy too. Like the corner at the top here, at the bottom here, are kind of dinged, but other than that, like it looks really nice. There's no spine ticks or anything on it.
That Mylar bag makes it look really good too.
Yeah, $20. That's a hell of a buy. That
Yep.
was a great buy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was super excited for this. This next one I got was one that I actually went with the intention of getting, and I did find one stand that had it, which was the Timeless Captain America cover.
Yes.
I told you had to buy it. I told you had to buy it.
That book's on the rise too.
Yeah, I almost didn't get it because I was like $15. Like, when did these, because last time I saw, the Timeless variants, I was like, they're like cover price books.
Not
And
anymore.
all of them that were in there were like $10, except for the Captain America one. The Captain America one was 15 for all the hero ones. And Sal was like, get it. That's a good price for it. Get it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, what the hell? I'm going to get it.
Now you'll be happy having it. That's great.
I told him if you didn't buy it, I was going to go back to that stand and buy it and then just shove it in his bag.
But he told me that after I bought it, I've been like, shit, I could have saved $15.
That's not the point.
Yeah. So this next one I got, it's a beat up, it's kind of a beat up copy of it. It's a low grade, but I walked by, saw it on the corner of the table, and I was like, is that the right price for this? And I just had to pick it up. It is Avengers 196, the Taskmaster.
Man, you're getting some great scores.
Well, you could see, if you could see, there's some damage to the cover there.
But for $40,
yeah, I know, for $40, yeah, I couldn't pass it up.
No.
It's first appearance, a great character, a great cover. George Perez art. Like I said, yeah, the cover's pretty damaged there, which is why it was only $40. But still, like, it's a book I've been wanting for a while. So
we almost walked past it too.
Yeah, we weren't even stopping at that table. Like we were walking past, and I was talking to Sal, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye sitting on this table, and I was like, wait. It's like I couldn't have seen that right. And I walked back up. I was like, and I looked. I was like, $40. I'm like,
I'll take that.
Yeah, and when I bought it, the guy said, he's like, I'm surprised. He's like, that's been sitting there all day. I'm surprised.
Wow.
Not there anymore.
$40 is a great price. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a couple. As you know, I'm working on completing my New Mutants run. So I got issue 25.
Nice.
And which was the cameo. First cameo, I believe, of the character who had his first appearance in New Mutants number 26.
Ooh.
Which is the first appearance of Legion.
Yeah. Good copies too.
Yeah, they're really nice looking. Well, this one, like the bottom of the corner there is pretty good. But you know what? Right book, right price. This was a book I went with the intention of, like, this is a book, like a key that I'm looking to get. I've been wanting it for a while. I'm willing to spend, a high amount for me on it. Yeah. And I found it for $15 because it's beat up, and I just snatched it up because, like you guys have all heard me say before, I'd rather have a beat up copy than no copy.
Yeah.
So New Mutants Annual number 2.
First Psylocke, right?
First Psylocke, first Psylocke in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like 15, where the guys will have the boxes and they'll have like the books sitting as kind of an end cap for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked by and I saw that on the end cap. Immediately I was like, I'm not letting it sit there while I flip through the box for someone else to see, like snatching it.
Yep.
So I am now, with these books, I'm now 4 issues away from completing my New Mutants run.
So close.
Nice.
So close.
Nice.
3 of them are attainable. 1 of them, not so much.
98.
Guess which that one is.
98.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for 45, 69, 82, and 98. So you can guess which is going to be the last one bought from that.
42.
Oh, unless I can find a great price on it.
Right.
And then, like Sal, I also picked up some X-Men books. So I got 67.
Ooh.
That's the first of the reprints.
Yep, the first
Yep.
of the reprints, reprinting the first 2 appearances of the Juggernaut.
Wow.
That's where they started, and they started at 12
Yeah.
and 13. Then is when
Yeah.
they started. Number
Yeah.
12.
Mm-hmm.
Or apparently Juggernaut only wore underwear and no actual pants.
Yeah.
It was a hot day.
That's why he's unstoppable.
X-Men number 73.
Ah, so cool.
Yeah,
Power
you know,
of
even
the
like
pendant.
Gary said, the prices of these are going up, but obviously they're still not as much as the original ones,
Yeah.
for the non-reprint ones. But I mean, I got this one for the Juggernaut one for $20.
Those reprints, if you can find them in decent copies, the prices are still affordable.
Yeah,
and they're great books to have.
20 bucks is not a bad price for those in that condition.
No.
Yeah, well, this one was 15.
Yeah.
Then I got X-Men number 114.
Ooh.
Great issue.
Yeah.
Got that one for $20.
That Mylar bag makes that look gorgeous too.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then these last 2, I got 2 more for this. Were both 50% off ones. So I got 158 for $10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Just clocking Wolverine. Get out of here.
And this one for you do the math, half of 35, because it took the guy at the booth a while to do the math.
I remember that.
Yeah,
1750.
201.
Wow.
Well, he had to do the math of like half of this and half of this, and then add that together. But yeah,
So you have to give him a minute.
201.
That 201 looks nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent condition.
Is it better than Sal's?
What was your rated at, Sal?
It was 8.5.
Yeah.
I'd say this is probably right along there.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
And then the last thing I got was not a book, not a print, but as you all know, I have the Dan Kelly art, which you can see in the whichever way I had a point for the corner there on Instagram. So for years, I wanted to do a jam piece where you guys don't know what anybody watching doesn't know that what it is. It's a bunch of different artists contributing to it. So I decided to finally start it this year, and I wanted to do an Avengers jam piece. So I started and I drew the Captain America front and center of it. And then it's going to be every artist that I get to contribute to it. I'm just going to tell them, you pick whatever character you want to put on there, as long as at some point they were an Avenger, which is pretty much every character in the Marvel universe now. Yeah. But like at some point, as long as they were an Avenger, you can add them to here. Whatever iteration of the character you want, however you want them on here. If you want like Hawkeye pulling the bow back, or if you want him like as when he was Goliath, like in the background, like however you want, floating, standing, whatever. So I did the Captain America, and we interviewed Russ Braun, and afterwards I got him to be the first artist to add something to it. So he added this Lou Ferrigno, Incredible Hulk. So
it's almost Kirby-ish, I think.
Or Kirby, yeah, it is Kirby-ish, but I know he said he was kind of going for the Lou Ferrigno one.
That is great.
So, yep, I'm pretty happy.
Signature underneath.
Yeah.
Braun. Yeah. Braun's a good guy, too. I've known him for a few years.
He was a really nice guy.
So, let me ask you this. When all these pencils get done with the characters, are you going to have somebody ink all of that?
Right now, my plan is to have a bunch of different artists. And I know this is something that's going to take me probably years to do. So hopefully I don't have to wait until Baltimore next year to get someone to add to it. Hopefully a convention will come up where there's an artist that I like that has a reasonable price to add to it. But yeah, right now my intention is to get them to all do it in pencil. And then when it's done, get a known professional inker to ink the whole thing. So and then I'm like writing on the back of it, who did, we got to do on this end, like who did, like what the character is, who drew it, and then the date that they drew it to keep track of it too. So yeah, so this is going to be an ongoing project for a while. And, I have some ideas of what I'd like to see in it, but like I said, I'm going to leave it up to each artist, like whatever Avenger you want to draw, whatever iteration, however you want to put them in it, because I figure that will give them, they might be, a little more excited to do something when they're given the freedom to. Now, I could say it would be cool to have, like Giant Man or Goliath or something kind of like kneeling down in the back. It'd be cool to have Vision floating there, or maybe like Spider-Man like hanging upside down from a web or something.
See, I think it's cool though that you're giving them that much freedom to put whatever they want, because when that piece is finally finished, you're gonna see it's gonna turn into something that you never expected, and that I think is the most exciting bit.
Yeah, and I've seen some, because I was debating on how to start it. Like, am I going to have it just a group shot of them standing?
Yeah.
Am I going to have like an action shot? And I kind of Googled some jam pieces, and I saw that some people have started them where they've like drawn the outline of characters, and then they'll give it to the artist and be like, you fill in the Cyclops, you fill in the Wolverine or something. I was like, no, I'm going to leave it completely up to each artist. Like I said, you pick the character and what version of them you want to put on there, and and how you want to put them on. So like I said, I think it might make it a little more exciting for them to do. And it'll be pretty cool too, because it should end up being something where it's like a bunch of different Avengers through different eras all together, almost like that Avengers Forever.
That's so cool
that Busick and Pacheco did. So
right on.
That was the last thing I got. And hopefully I'll be able to add to it soon.
I got dibs on Ant-Man.
Yeah, Sal wants to put a little dot on Captain America's shoulder.
That's wonderful. All right, Uncle Gary.
Now the major show.
Yeah.
The major hall.
All right, everybody, buckle in, put your seatbelts on, strap in. It's gonna not strap on, strap in. Okay, we're gonna take a ride. So one of the highlights of signatures this time is I got to meet Jeff Johns, and he was a very interesting guy, and I got a nice signature there. He did a little doodle, drew a Green Lantern symbol for me. Yeah, so Jeff Johns, got to talk to him, and after the experience of waiting 2.5 hours for asshole Bendis that didn't show up, I went to Jeff Johns, and it was a nice cleanse to have him, and he talked to us. He was my best friend Mike that was with me, that y'all had met. He was showing Mike something on his phone, and Jeff Johns is now collecting Our Army at War, because all the other stuff he's collected, he's completed. So now he's got.
Well, we might lose Uncle Gary again if we do. There it is. Okay.
There we go. Also, this Aquaman New 52, draw me an Aquaman symbol. So that was nice. So it was really Jeff Johns, really nice meeting him. We got some other signatures, but the one of note is on Strange Adventures. I had Tom King and Mitch Gerards on here from our previous show, but Doc Chenier was here for the first time. So he did a little remark of Adam Strange down there. And
that's awesome.
I said, I appreciate you doing it. He goes, well, I had to, because damn Gerard did that. So I had to draw something. So he was saying he had to do it because Mitch Gerards had already drawn in it, and I got Tom King. So that was pretty cool. Adam Strange remark. And
now, did you ever meet Bendis or no?
No, you know what? I went back a couple times. I mean, he was late Sunday too, substantially. So, and people said that he was very personable, this and that. I just thought it was blatant disrespect for people. That fortunate position. I was there 3 days. There's some people that came in one day, that Saturday was their day, and they came in and they spent. I mean, they spent over 3.5 hours. I left after 2.5. So to hell with it. But that's a great portion of their day was gone, spent waiting for that clown. So I just thought that was disrespectful to people that were trying to show up. And evidently, he has not been at this con in a while. I think he canceled because of COVID and some other things. So there were people that were really waiting for him. I like Bendis, but I'm not all head over heels with him. So no, I didn't feel like going back and giving him the time, honestly. So I was a little little crusty with him, but that's okay. That's his business. I will say this: he was signing for free. I get that, but I just still thought it was disrespectful.
Yeah.
3 days in a row, he was late like that. I know he was 2 hours late on Friday. He was about 3.5 hours late on Saturday. He was at least 2 hours late on Sunday. That's just bullshit. So anyway,
And it doesn't
Bendis,
take anything. It doesn't take anything for him to have someone come up and put a little card on the table that says, "Will arrive at 1 o'clock." Will
The
arrive at 2
attend-
o'clock, so the people can make their decision. Okay, this is when he gets here. Do I want to stay in line for it?
yeah, the attendant there said that they couldn't even get in touch with him.
Jeez.
So, yeah, so that's just, I just think that's disrespectful to folks. So
Yeah.
he's in my shit list right now. So that's okay. I had a nice cleanse. Speaking of shit list with Jeff Johns, it was a nice cleanse. I got
Right.
2 prints. Ooh, look at that!
Oh,
Look at that Mandrake
Nice.
signed by Tom Mandrake.
that's that zero cover, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
Oh.
this will be framed and hung up. I also got from my guy that I really enjoy, Dan Brereton. The Thing, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Wow.
So great print from him.
With the dog. That's great.
Gotta have the dog
Yeah.
on there.
Oh, we were struggling. This guy's name, we're like, God damn it, what is his name? And it took us a while, and it was Bennings. Finally came up with that's Bennings. And then one of the other goodies you got with Jeff Johns for the $100 is you got 4 things signed. You got the Flashpoint print signed, and you also got a Geiger little ash can.
Oh.
So that was nice from Jeff. And there's our Baltimore Comic Con book, and next year it'll be the 25th anniversary. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
So oh man, let's see, what do we have?
Oh,
that's
wow.
a lot of book. That's a lot of books. And you know what? That ain't all either. All right,
It's all quality
we got-
stuff too. Those aren't dollar bin books.
That is true.
No, I don't think I bought any dollar books. All right, so we got little books. Oh, and I finished 4 collections. 4. This was one of them. This is DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest. There's another DC Blue Ribbon Digest. 37 issues. I needed 3.
Wow.
So there's a Sergeant Rock issue I needed. There was another Sergeant Rock. Says War is Hell. Back cover is really cool. The Eyes of War. So a bunch of easy
And these
companies.
are those digest books, right?
These are little digests. And this one is the hard one to get. It's the Dark Mansions of Forbidden Love. Now, I don't know what kind of forbidden love you've had in your dark mansion, but so you got little books, you got mid-sized books, and you got big books. So, we run the gambit here.
Ooh.
And the Treasury, I have this Treasury, but mine is the copy I had as a kid, and it's taken some abuse during the years, so it needed to be upgraded. And what I like about this is the Neil Adams cover, and as cool as the front cover is,
That's fantastic.
back cover is pretty cool too with JSA.
Wow.
That's cool.
So yeah, so I'll still keep the copy I had as a kid. When I upgrade books, if it's a book that I bought that I didn't pull off the shelf, I can recycle it and get some trade value and do something with it. But if it's a book I bought as a kid, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta keep it where you have it in the bag and board with the front cover facing out, and then you got to put the other copy in the back with the back cover facing out.
You know what? I probably will do that. That is an excellent suggestion. I do that with other books that I love. I'll buy 2 copies of, like my JLA Avengers set. I do that with all the wraparound covers. So yeah, that's exactly what'll happen. There's that. Now, let's get into this goodness. Like I said, let's see if we can find any dollar books. That'll be it. Okay.
Any reprint?
Doubtful.
Well, actually, there are some reprints in here, but because some of the Marvel horror. A Chamber of Chills I needed.
Ooh.
And these aren't in the nice bags yet, so sorry, they don't look as pretty, but when I put them in the nice bags, they'll really sparkle. A Chamber of Chills. I finished Crypt of Shadows. So
Wow.
Nice.
we get a come on, there we go. That's
Yeah.
okay. So Crypt of Shadows number 5 and Crypt of Shadows number 18. And this is a real creepy fucking cover. I mean, freaking cover. She says, hell, you're here. Well, you're here at last. I was afraid you weren't coming. He goes, don't worry, darling. I'm sure you're going to enjoy our date with both of us.
Oh my God. That is a wild cover.
Yeah. So again, Marvels are funny because they usually have so much dialogue on them, on the horror,
Yeah.
and DC was just an image. So Crypt of Shadows, Fini. Tales of Terror, finished.
Ooh, look at
Nice.
that.
This is a great werewolf cover. It's number 12. This was a 13-issue set. So now I'm sorry about the layer. Now we're done with Tales of Terror.
That is gorgeous artwork on that cover.
It sure is. This whole set, the artwork is fantastic.
Wow.
Let's see. I got a Warlord 20. This is an upgrade. I had a real crappy copy of Warlord 20, and this is the last Warlord I'll probably upgrade. So, of course, I have a complete run of that. That's one of my
Hey,
favorite.
Gary,
Yes.
Gary, you did see the cosplay guy of Warlord, didn't you?
Yes, I did. He was doing
I
the
saw the
original Warlord I picture of. He's pretty funny. Mike Brill has known him for years. He's come around for years, so it's kind of funny. I mean, he's good. He's got the beard for it. That's for sure. He's got the facial features. So that's definitely right. All right, so we got some Kubrick goodness. Sergeant Rock.
Ooh.
So early. This is
Is that
shit.
12 center?
Yeah, it's 12 center. This is when I get old. Gotta get old. This is Rock 180. So
Nice.
Kubrick goodness there. We got this is 15 center Rock 209.
I'm still alive.
I'm still alive. Yeah, as a sniper's got him, or not a sniper, but a dude's got a Luger on him. And this is great. This is 227 soldiers. Those soldiers have passed this way, Sergeant, and he's got all the gear from all the people they've killed. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, that's funny. Nobody's come through here.
Yeah, Rock 234. American cowards leaving an old man to fight your battles.
Jeez.
It's great cover. You had it, Rock. We're shipping you back to the States. 235. Rock is in need of some serious medical attention here. So
Pressure point.
pressure point. All right. This one's a little silly. Rock 238 meets Easy Company's secret weapon. Yeah. And I thought it was World War I that had the Doughboys. Here's a
Wow.
World War II Doughboy.
I didn't know the Blob appeared in DC.
Yeah, he did. He's
just
putting up his
knocking
dukes.
the snot out of him.
He's putting up his dukes right there, right? See what I did there?
Red Dukes.
Oh.
Red Dukes. Yeah.
Red Dukes, yeah. Sergeant Rock 245. Where is Easy Company? Tell me, Sergeant Rock, before I count to 3. 1, 2. And that one's in a sweet cover, so you can see it.
Wow.
That's
all Joe
Kubrick.
right?
All these are
Yeah.
Kubrick. All right, so those are some of the early ones I needed. I needed about a dozen or so to have like Sergeant Rock 245 up, and that goes all the way to 420, the last issue. So some of those later ones I was really hot to get, and I got a nice chunk of them on Sunday after I'd already made my big purchases. So I was very happy to get Rock 313. Let's see, Rock 313, Rock 318, Soldier of Savage.
That looks cool.
Yeah, great cover.
321.
Nice.
Rock in the underbrush fighting a Nazi with a knife. 322. A damn female Nazi. You know, they're just as nasty as those men. 345.
Look at that.
Yeah. All these are Kubrick's. Kubrick was so great. 347.
Yeah.
And remember, this same dude that did that great JLA cover you had.
Yeah.
So.
That almost looks like a horror book cover.
Yeah. Oh, he did some great horror covers too. Oh my God. Look at House of Mystery 285. That is an amazing horror cover. If you don't like clowns, that's not the one for you. So yeah, House of Mystery 285, incredible hardcover. I love this cover.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
It
That's
says
That is
"Time's
cool.
up" for Sergeant Rock. Buy me some time. Isn't that great?
Wow,
Oh,
that's
big
wonderful.
and then this was the highest number I needed, 373. So I think I need 304, 320, and 323, and I'll have like 240 something up in Sergeant Rock. So
There's so much
yeah.
drama on that cover, and
Oh.
and minimal color too, and I like that.
Absolutely. So I also picked up a few Unknown Soldiers I needed,
Ooh,
which is so there's a lot going on in this cover. They're about to shoot the gal. Unknown Soldier's about to throw the grenade, and then he's got guys got the drop on him.
wow.
So there's a whole lot going on in there. That's 194. Unknown Soldier 206. Again, it's a real crappy bag. Sorry. 206. I hadn't done that. 209, which is a cool cover.
Ooh,
Yeah. So again, these will sparkle in good bags. So that was my war contingent. There we go. That was a war contingent. Got new Venture Comics.
Oh.
342. In this issue, Sunboy kills the guy who was about to kill himself. It was in self-defense, but in the Legion, you got expelled if you killed, even if it was in self-defense. So Sunboy was expelled for a long time after this. They rewrote the rules later so he could join, but yeah, he was persona non grata because he had violated the Legion bylaws.
Mm.
All right, a Marvel 2-in-1 thing, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is, I believe, this is maybe their first appearance outside of Marvel superheroes where they first appeared. So
Wow.
this is early, and Marvel 2-in-1 13.
Oh,
Now I think I need 2 regular issues and 1 or 2 annuals, and I'm done with Marvel 2-in-1. That was a 100-issue series plus like 5 or 6 annuals. So getting real close on that. Here's a Marvel Team Up.
love that.
Yeah, that's 21. So it's Human Torch. Usually it's Spider-Man, but every now and then it's a Human Torch issue. 31, Spider-Man and Iron Fist.
Oh, that's
48, Spidey and Iron Man.
Wow.
These are all Marvel team-ups. 52, Spidey, Captain America. And I love that old Captain America logo with the red, white, and blue. 53, Spidey and the Hulk.
Wow.
And
I
54,
love the Marvel team up stuff. I think
yeah. Yeah, now it's DC's. I mean, it's Marvel's equivalent of Brave and the Bold. Now, Brave and the Bold, I love.
And then later, DC Comics presents because Superman,
exactly,
teaming up with everybody.
Yep. Marvel, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider. This is a really sweet.
I
copy.
have that issue.
Nice.
So do I.
Real sweet copy. 101.
Nice.
So getting closer. So with these guys, with Marvel Team Up, went 150 issues and about 7 annuals. I probably need 30 something left. So I got some more work. I got more work to do on this.
Didn't Marvel Team Up go all the way to like the 190s?
150.
150.
150 was Spider-Man and the New Mutants was the last.
That's
issue.
right. Yep. Okay.
Yep. But it had like 7 annuals.
Yeah.
I got closer on my Ghost Riders. So
the Johnny Blaze stuff or the Danny Ketch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Danny Ketch, I found out I need 90. I didn't realize this. So I'm going through my Ghost Riders when I'm doing my CLZ. I need 93 of the Danny Ketch run. That was the last issue. And then the print runs were really low. And then like 8 years later, they printed a 94, which completed the story in 93. Did you know this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I knew nothing of this. I have the 94. I don't know how I bought it years later, but I don't have the 93. And the 93 is like a $50 book because of the low print.
They are impossible.
So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and buy that damn book because I got the other 92 issues. But oh well. But yeah, that was a shock. I did not realize that. So this is number 19 of the original Ghost Rider.
Nice.
It's number 28. This is a ridiculous Orb cover. Cringe Hellspawn is what Orb tells them.
Wow.
So and that's a really nice copy of that. And Ghost Rider 29.
Oh, I love that cover.
I picked up.
Very cool.
And Ghost Rider 50.
Wow.
With the real original Ghost Rider
Oh,
on
yeah.
horseback.
Nice.
It's the Knight Rider. I'll tell you what, pay attention to Knight Rider. We might have a callback to that later.
Ooh.
All right.
He went from
So-
Ghost Rider to Knight Rider to Phantom Rider to
Yep,
thrown off a cliff by Mockingbird.
that's right. That's what he gets for assaulting her.
Yeah.
So now my Ghost, I think I have 13 up, I think, and I do have 1 and 2. So I've got I've got all the Marvel Spotlights too, which are kind of important. So I have all those. Just because I depleted mine lately, somebody got one of these, so I had to buy another one.
Oh.
Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special.
Yep.
So I've got to make sure I have a supply. I got my good buddy Mike Grill to autograph this Warlord cover for me that I love.
Nice.
One of my favorite covers.
What issue
Nice.
number is
So-
that?
11.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a fantastic cover. And you said send you pictures of the me with some of the creators, Tim. I'll send one that I have with Mike Grill.
Okay, right on.
Another series I completed, not this one, but this is Man Thing number 2, volume 2. It went 11 issues, and I have number 1 and number 2. But so that's okay. But what was really fun is I completed Man Thing volume 7. All right,
Oh, look at that.
y'all still with me?
Yeah, we're
There we
here.
go.
Yep.
7.
Yep. Clear. Need to
10.
switch.
Yeah, you gave me a connectivity thing. 7, 10. And this is a really cool cover. 20 was the other one I needed. Look at that.
Wow.
Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, and the Hulk, and the Thing, and Daredevil.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
nice.
So,
Yeah, Gary, you got
This-
green bars on my end.
okay. All right. Well, this completes Man Thing Volume 1. So very happy to have that completed.
Nice.
So an obscure
Nice job.
70s title I completed is called Cobra. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Cobra?
G.I. Joe? Ah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, this predates Joe. So Cobra is kind of like what Brother Blood is in the DC universe now. Cobra has a legion of words that are, maniacal. So kind of very much a cult. So I had the first issue of Cobra, and I guess I had 5. So here's Cobra 2. It only went 7 issues. 2. I just
Wow.
think it's cool 70s kind of cover, right? So Cobra there. Cobra 4.
I like that. That's cool.
And this is a Kubert. Yeah, I've got the.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
shot-
tell
the
with
great
his
bags,
art
they just
style
take
comes
away.
in there.
Yep, sure can. And this is a Cobra 6. And Cobra 7. So,
Wow.
Cobras. Dunzo. Got them all now. That's a nice little 7-issue set.
Awesome.
Oh, we're getting down to the. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, we only got a few. It's all those books that are gone.
Oh.
This I got from. I had to get a copy from my buddy Gary Promise. This is Lois Lane, 127. I had a copy and I needed another one because I wanted to give Gary a copy. He loves shark covers. This shark is about to eat at the Y. So
Oh my God.
he's about to get some tender victuals.
Wow.
Now, Superman says, I found her boat, but where's Lois? What, he doesn't realize he's not remembering his x-ray vision? He can't look
He's
under the
looking
water?
up.
Yeah,
He's looking up.
exactly. No, if he does look down with his x-ray vision, he's going to get quite the sight.
Yes,
anyway.
very much so.
That shark is zoning. I mean, that shark, more power to him.
That
think
shark
he's
is
got the-
going for some vitamin V.
Right
my
idea. Now,
God.
yes, he is.
He's in the drive-through line at Arby's.
Yes, he is. We got the meats. So I also got.
I don't know these people, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea.
Wait till you meet us in real life.
This is After Dark, so you can help me answer the question. I got Lois Lane 129. Is this, or is this not, a bondage cover?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's animal bondage, but it's bondage, right?
Oh yeah.
I asked a gal that worked at our comic shop, I said, is this bondage or not? She goes, oh, yeah, it's bondage. I said, why are you so definitive? She says, boobs are out. If the boobs are out, I said, wow, I didn't know that was a criteria, but thank you for, and it's kind of a double bondage if you consider quicksand bondage for the other gal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
But-
yeah.
But, python bondage is a thing, I guess. So
Who did the cover artwork for that?
Oh, this is
Same
Nick
one that
Carty.
did- Okay.
both of these are the great Nick Carty. So
That's great.
fantastic, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Carty could do superhero, he could do horror, he could do the good girl art, and he could do westerns. Nick Carty, and he drove tanks during World War II. I know I've told you fellas.
Wow.
My last Marvel horror book, Weird Wonder Tales.
Oh.
Now my
Nice.
my youngest today looked at this and she said, "Wow, those are traditional Chinese vampires."
Oh.
So with the
Interesting.
long claws and all that. So I thought that was interesting that she knew that, and so that's interesting. Chinese
That's a
vampire.
wild cover.
Yeah, it is a wild cover. So now, as I've shown you, this thing is empty. It's empty. There's nothing more good. So if only there were more.
Oh, I know there are.
Oh, but wait, there is more.
Oh
And
my
there's a
lord.
slab for Sal because Sal
Oh, nice. Show me.
the slab guy at the morgue, likes to see slabs. So here we go. What shall we show first? This is a good box. All right. Let's see. Should we show? Let's
It's just
show.
reaching down. Should we show
Ooh.
something?
Should I? Wait a minute. I need two hands for this.
Uh-oh.
You know, Doc said that when I had my hernia surgery, Doc said, "Nick, Gary, you can't lift more than 10 pounds." I said, "Doc, how am I supposed to take a piss?" So,
Jesus Christ.
hey, I'm here all the week. Try the veal. All right. So what's
It's like
really
that card
cool,
we're going to.
I got my highest number Action Comics, Detective Comics, and Batman issues out of the way, which was really cool. So
Nice.
I got the last 12-cent Action Comics I needed,
Oh.
$2.87. So now my Action run, and this is a sweet copy, my Action run now is $2.77 up. So that's like 1960. So I have over a 60-year complete run
Wow.
of Action Comics, which is kind of cool.
That's awesome.
I got two Detectives. I got $2.85,
That's cool.
which is a goofy
That's
one,
cool.
and I got $2.87. And now my Detective Comics are back in the. So my Detective Comics complete run is like $2.70 something up now.
All the
So,
way to current?
Again, my goal is I'm going to stop.
Wow.
Yes, no breaks. Yeah, I've got over a 60-year uninterrupted run of these titles, which is
That's
That's
wild.
pretty cool, right? You know, to have all these. Yep. Let's see. Where's my? So Batman, 128 up.
Wow.
Cool.
So now, I mean, this is 128. So yeah, I think I need 127. So I have
The
128 up now.
earliest,
So this is also 60
the
or 61.
earliest Batman issue I have is the one I got the other day. I'm at 167. That's the
That's
earliest
nice.
Batman I have.
I have no idea the track.
My earliest is 15. I have 15. I have 66, 75, and 100. And again, I'll stop at Batman at 100 up, and I'm about 20. I'm about probably 15 issues
That's
from having that goal
crazy.
of having 100 up. And Batman and Superman, I'll be 100 up when I stop. Detective and Action, I'll be
Because
250
anything
up when I stop.
300 gets
But that-
pretty expensive.
Oh yeah. And I'll have. I mean, I have
Well,
Superman,
yeah.
and so I have I have Action 50, so I have representatives of the big logos of all those. But the other thing is I'll have all those other issues collected in the omnibuses. So I'll have every Batman story, every Superman story.
Wow.
So that's kind of my thinking. Good friend to me and to Comic Logic, Philip Kennedy Johnson, gifted me that beautiful set, right?
Nice.
Power Girl. This is an exclusive Warren Lowe book. So, that our shop wouldn't have gotten this. So he gets comped all the copies. I went to shake hands with Philip Kennedy Johnson. He wouldn't have anything to do with it. He gives me this great big hug, and I met his son, and he wants Anders to come. He's talking about, can I come? I want to bring him for the tour. We'll see the place, and then we can go to the shop and have a signing. How about that? I don't even have to ask for a signing. He wants to come for a tour and come for a signing. You're damn right. He says, we'll spend the night in the hotel the night before, and we'll have all day. So I'm like, hell yeah. So there's another one he got for me. And
that's awesome.
Another. So here's the front of it, Sal.
Yeah,
I don't know if you got to see
did.
that. So that's that one. Here's another one of the Warren Lau
Nice.
variants. And this was the only one that was just a regular one, but for some reason I didn't get it. So yeah. But I really love the first one the best. I really that is just the face. It's all the joking I'll do about the boobs. It's the face is really spectacular on that. Just beautiful. So that was quite kind of him to just give me those. He knew I liked Power Girl, and he took care of me there. Just because
can't
I don't
pass
come home
it
with
up.
Swamp Thing night. So now we're in double digits, baby. Double digits.
Wow.
I was gonna say, you have more Swamp Things than I do Venoms. So there you go.
Wow.
No, that is not true. That is not true.
Now, Wes and I, when we went to McKay's and that video dropped on Saturday, guys, we saw that Swamp Thing there, but the price they had on it for the condition it was, they had $50 for a lower grade condition copy of that book.
This is a $30 cop. This was very well priced. It's $30. I didn't pay $30 for it either, I'll tell you. So this was exceptionally well priced. But I have bought less than I used to because I've given away so many of these, is because the prices have started to jack on these quite a bit.
Yeah.
So the major title I completed. Are we ready? I completed my House of Secrets.
Oh,
that is number 3.
Wow.
So this is 1956. That's number 3. Here's number 10.
Look at that. That's cool.
Number 10. This is an amazing cover. I can't wait to show you this one. This is number 27.
Nice.
Oh,
That's cool.
I love that one.
The Secret of the Fossil Egg, and it's just hatching out.
that's cool.
So that's a really nice copy. A good buddy of mine I got that from. So and the last one I needed was number 20. This one's a goofy cover, and it's not in the greatest shape, but I'm talking about completing a run, so you're damn right I did.
It still looks cool, though.
Yeah, it looks okay. So House of Secrets, 154 issues, starts in 1956, goes to probably 1983. Dunzo, baby. This is a major check mark. This is a major check mark. Been a couple years I've been working on this.
Definitely.
So this-
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a pretty major one to have a complete run of.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
it is,
indeed.
and it's pretty hard to have a complete run in because of what 92 is.
Mm-hmm.
The Burning Rights itself. Now we're in the big 3 territory. So you ready? 1940.
Ooh,
Wiz Comics number 10.
that's cool.
Nice.
Number
Nice.
10. It has a split spine for the cover. That is why it is at this price. I got it for $450. Like I said, the fellas knew that this was in the making. We had I told them what my options were, and they thought, and even Dan, I got to give Dan credit. There was a cap I was looking at that was a 1.0 graded. It wasn't my favorite cap cover. It was almost twice the price of this. But even Dan, who loves caps, says you got to go for the Wiz, and that's what I thought too. The Wiz also gave me other options. 9th appearance of Captain Marvel. Now, it's got the crest, proud to be an American at the bottom, which is pretty cool. And then the 10-cent triangle logo is kind of neat.
Wow.
You know, so
Yeah.
10th issue.
That
9th
is
appearance,
golden age
1940.
comic history right there. That is
Great cover.
1940. The big logo Wiz. I didn't have a Wiz Comics. I had a Captain Marvel. I had a Marvel Family, and I have a Master Comics that had Captain Marvel Jr. in it.
that
But,
is right in World War II. That proud to be an American thing in
Yeah.
there
Nice.
is part of that.
It's before we entered, but
Yeah.
World War II had started. Yep, before we entered. This cover, Tim, well, this was for you, baby. This has been on my radar for a while. It's called the Bogey cover because the character in it looks a lot like Bogart. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it out of its bag so you can see it in all its goodness. It's got some condition issues.
Yep, I know what this is.
Man.
Oh, jeez.
So that's Journey
Yeah,
into
that's a
Mystery
beautiful cover.
2025. It's a UFO cover, and the guy looks like Bogey. And the greatest thing is he sees the UFO out of the corner of his eye, and the cigarette is dropping out of his mouth. He's like, "What in the hell?" So
I love that cover. That is awesome. And that's
Pretty cool.
pre-Thor, pre-Marvel
Right.
on the title.
this is Atlas. This is an Atlas book. This
Yeah.
book is 1955, height of the UFO craze. I ended up getting this for $220. That's $275. And these are the people that I dealt with last year when I bought my More Fun 50, the football book. So
Mhm.
got a little bit of a relationship. That's the thing that's cool too. You know, when you get a relationship with these people and you deal with them, you know, they look out for you, and we can work some sweet deals. So, and I showed the fellas this too, and they thought it was pretty cool.
That is
yeah.
great.
Tim,
That
you'll
is-
have to see this in
Yeah.
person when you come, buddy.
I can't wait. That looks
Okay.
amazing.
So the last one, this was one I wasn't sure I was going to get because my buddy Damien has a crime suspense stories that I was going to get if I had money left. He said, "You know, you never have money left." I came home with $5. I didn't. The reason I didn't have any money left was because I got Ghost Rider #3 from 1951 from.
That's
Nice.
Can we see that?
an amazing cover.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At a
Okay.
That's awesome.
2.0. Wow.
So this cover is also by, y'all know who, right? Who did this cover?
No.
Frank Frazetta.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were talking about that.
Frazetta only did about 30 comic covers. He did interiors on quite a few, but covers he probably only did 30, maybe 40. So I have a Frazetta cover, which is
Wow.
really cool. I showed this book to Dan Brereton, who did the Thing print I got, and he
Mhm.
was just going all art school on it, saying, "Oh, this was early in his career. You could see he did that, and he did that, and he hadn't refined that yet. But look how dynamic." And so it was really cool. And if you can see, there's a dude blowing up the train in the lower corner.
Yeah.
So he's blowing up the
Mhm.
train tracks. But it was like an art lesson to watch Brereton break it down, which was
Wow.
really cool. But you know, which is also cool. You know, when I have these great books and these artists and I'll see them and they want to look at them and all, so it's pretty tough. But that's a Frazetta cover, so that's from 1951. So I came away with 3 goldies.
That's
know,
great.
Wiz
awesome.
Comics, the Ghost Rider, and Journey into Mystery. So,
Now, all the Golden Age stuff is 10-cent books. There's no 12 centers in Golden Age, correct?
well, actually, there are some differences. There are 15 centers.
Mhm.
There are World's Best Comics, which became World's Finest at issue 2. Those were 15-cent books because there were 96 pages. So
Right.
all those, even in the Golden Age, were 15 cents. Every now and then there'd be a big giant book that would be 25 cents. There's a famous DC book where a little kid is looking up at a mural with all the great DC characters, and he's looking up and he's got his dog with him.
Mhm.
That was a big 25-cent book.
Right.
But it's only those. Comic Cavalcade also, which was a big book that had Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Flash in it all the time. I believe that was All American Comics and DC. They were kind of like sister companies. They
Yeah.
were under the same banner, but that was their version of World's Finest. So
Okay.
that was also a 15-cent book, but it was because of the 96 pages. But the standard ones were 10 cents. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's it. If you wanted more, man, I'm sorry.
All right.
You know?
That's pretty good.
Well, ladies
Not
and
a-
gentlemen,
Not a bad haul,
just-
right? Not a
No.
bad
Let me
haul.
just say, Dan and I, our score from Baltimore is like 1/10 of what Gary got.
Oh yeah.
So right now.
well, ladies and gentlemen,
But it's still good. What you got was quality.
yeah.
What
Oh,
I got
yeah.
was-
Oh, I'm very happy
quality.
with what I got. I got some book.
Yeah.
I got some books that I, was specifically looking for, like the Captain America, the Timeless cover. I was specifically looking for there. The New Mutant Annual 2. I was specifically looking for that, and then I got a bunch of other stuff I wanted that I was just like, that's a great price.
Well, and the great thing is too is that all of the books you guys got are from every section of comic history, from gold all the way into modern, and we got to see all of that tonight in this 2.5-hour episode.
Well, I said we could split it up, but I'm glad
Nope.
it was fun to
I'm
do
glad
it
we
all.
didn't.
Yeah.
You know what my biggest problem is focusing on a title. When you go to these like a big con like this, I'm like, okay, well, ooh, there's some Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, there's some X-Men. Oh, there's some of this, and I've got a finite budget, and I'm like, okay, we just got to pick one title and just buy
Gotta go
that.
from there.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I've got a bunch of things I'm looking for all the time. So, I mean, I'm looking for where the right deals are, but I have fun. Like I said, with these golden ages, I go to fall in love, and I fell in love with the Wiz comics. I fell in love with the Journey into Mystery, and I fell in love with the Frazetta. Actually, my wife fell in love more with that. I sent her a picture of that. She said, "Oh, she loves the horses," so I had to get the horse. But it's fun to not. For me, I mean, I know that I wanted to find some Sergeant Rocks. I know I wanted to complete House of Secrets. But the goal, it's always fun for me to know that I'm going to be a big game hunter and I'm going to grab a Golden Age book or two. And I don't know what it's going to be till I see her and I fall in love with her. So that's the excitement for me.
That Wiz Comics is amazing.
Isn't that great,
that's
man?
A fantastic book. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and put this Big Bertha episode to bed.
Big Bertha episode.
She's tired. Beulah Ballbrigger. She's tired. She needs to go to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Sal's about to hit the couch. All right, before we get out of here, once again, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll run through this quick. Don't forget to hit us up on all the socials. All you got to do is type in at the Codex Station. That's where you'll find us. Your favorite social media platforms and where we live stream every week, ladies and gentlemen. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. We are right there, and we need your help to do that. Look, get us there. Bring us. Come into us, come back to us. Yes, subscribe, like, share, follow, all that good stuff at the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen. Also, don't forget to hit up thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Go there to get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com. Sal, when you're not doing Codex stuff, where can people find you?
Well, you can always find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner, and Instagram, when Dan allows it, as the Slab Guy 77.
There you go. And Dan, if you allow it, please tell everybody about this awesome new crazy technology called Instagram and how it works.
I will allow it tonight. I will allow it.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. You've heard the spiel. Go give me a follow. I'm working my way to 800 followers. I'm a little over 750 now, so help me hit 800, and go buy some commissions so that I can use that money to go buy more comics that I can then bring here and show off.
Hit that man up for a commission, ladies and gentlemen. Help your money become his money.
Yeah, you've seen some of the blank sketch covers I have. Maybe you want to get a commission on a cover.
There you go. And last but do it. Yes.
Yeah, do it now.
And last but not
Get
least,
to the chopper.
Uncle Gary, take us to the chopper, buddy. Let people know where they can find you when you're not here on Codex.
Well, when I'm not here or hanging out at the morgue with Sal the Slab Guy, I can be found at Comic Logic. I can be found at Comic Logic. Get my weekly fix. We're the only comic book store in Loudoun County, Virginia. Every Wednesday morning when we open the doors, you can see me in there mainlining these comics right into the bloodstream, baby. So see me there, buy some books. We also do a Facebook Live show. First Thursday of every month is our preview show about new books. Second and third Thursday is our Ye Grumpy Old Nerd show, where me and my best friend Mike Harbor and our principal owner Rob Kalin, we sit down and talk old man nonsense, sports, comics, what have you, movies, TV. And then you can also see the covers of the day that I put on our good buddy Archduke Kevy's site, Comic Character of the Day. And I put the covers up every day. And that takes me home and takes us back to our wonderful moderator who has run the circus very well, like he always does.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Now we're going to get out of here. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us into your home, especially this late at night. Kids are in bed. You're sitting with a sniffer of whatever it is. And yeah, enjoying this.
You're sniffing or what?
There, exactly. Yeah, doing whatever you need to do. Either way, we appreciate it. This is fantastic. This is what we do, and we do it for you. So we hope to see you again next week. Once again, my name is Tim. This guy over here is Sal the Slab Guy, the mortuary of mortuaries. Down below is Uncle Gary, the Ric Flair of comic books, and right next to him is the buttered muffin himself, Dan.
Oh, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Comics of the Week, Codex After Dark. We love you, and we'll see you next time.
Ugly motherfucker.
Oh, that.